Hello and welcome to the Last Minute Laura show. The chickens are gonna hatch today. Hello! Hi everybody! Welcome back to the Last Minute Laura show. I'm Laura. If you're new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. If you're not new here, I should hope that you're already subscribed and that you already liked the video. Today is hatch day. We are having babies today. I am going to become a mom or a grandma or an aunt, depending on how you want to look at it. I am going to be the maternal figure in several baby chickens' lives, hopefully. We are waiting, though, on 10 eggs. I don't know how many of them are alive. I don't know how many of them are fertilized. We know for a fact that 4 of them are alive because 4 of them have already started their great escape out of the egg. But we can't see inside of the blue eggs or the dark brown eggs, so there's no way for us to know if they're alive. Like, usually you would like shine a light at them, but they're completely opaque, so there is no light to be shone through them, unfortunately. So we don't know if they're alive. I hope all 10 are alive, but again, I won't know until the end of the day after all of them have hatched. So far, we don't have any that are already like all the way out of the shell. We don't have any cute babies. We have one that she's got her beak out. I'm just gonna call them she or he however I feel, so don't I have no idea what's in any of the eggs, just so you know. I'll call them she or he whenever I feel like it. But anyway, this little one, I've been calling her Julep. I don't know why, I just started calling the egg that. It's Fern's baby. The one that is going to come out of the egg first is Fern's baby. And then we have 3 of Sunflower's babies who are on their way behind her. So today's the day, folks. We're having babies. We're going to be parents today. So you're going to be parents too. And sexing chicks is difficult. So exactly. So right now I'm just going to call them she or he, depending on how I feel about it, Sid. But also, hello, Sid. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Alex. Hi, Rosalie. Hi, Kaylee, sorry. Hey, Lita, and hey, Trish. How's it going? I cast on another project because I knit now. I don't know if you know. So later on in the show, maybe a couple hours from now, I'll go to the incubator and I'll see how the chicks are doing in there, see if anybody's escaped, to see if we can show you guys what's going on. I've been checking too much, so I have to stop because I don't want them to get cold, so I'm just not touching the incubator right now. My mom called me this morning and was like, any news on the chicks? And I was like, not yet. And she was like, don't help them out of the egg, Laura. And I was like, do I intervene so much in everything that it's assumed? Obviously, I know I'm not going to open the egg for the chick. It's got to hatch its way out, but my mom called me to tell me that, and I was like, thanks, Mom. Knitting, how did you learn? How did I learn? I feel like maybe Frida explained it. Did I watch a video? Maybe I watched a couple of videos. I know how to knit the other way. It's just really slow, so I'm learning to knit continental now, and it is faster and I drop fewer stitches, so that's good. But now I want to knit all the time, which is not ideal because I have stuff that I need to do that is not knitting based. I know Frida shared a couple of videos, right? And I feel like but I feel like Frida explained it to me in a way that my brain understood. I don't know. When we were talking in the stream, I feel like something clicked during the stream. So now I feel like I'm into knitting. I'm a knitter now, starting now. I know the feeling, the new thing just feels so awesome. Yeah, it's a different type of fabric too. It doesn't feel like a crocheted garment at all. Like, I love how crochet feels, don't get me wrong, but knitting has a completely different feel, like the way the fabric feels once it's finished. So much different. Also, this is naturally dyed yarn I dyed with onion skins. Pretty, huh? Hey Jessica, hey Dawn, how's it going? I'm watching, oh hey Oracle, watching from an avocado bath bomb bath feels very fitting to your inclination of avocado dyes. Yes, I actually was speaking to my best friend this morning. We had a FaceTime, and I said what I want for my wedding, like when Alex and I get married this summer, what I want to do is I want to have my sister's and this is my best friend, so she'll be in the wedding. The wedding. It's gonna be like 20 people, if that, because, you know, the whole world is still on fire. So when we get married, it'll be the end of summer. Hopefully we can have like 20 people. But anyway, the point is, I was saying the girls that I want to support me in that day, I want them to pick out their own dresses, whatever they want shape-wise, but it has to be cotton or linen, and it has to be white. And then they have to give me the dress, and then I'll dye the dress whatever color they're into, but I want to do natural dye on it because I thought that would be fun. And then as soon as I said, I want you to pick out a white dress and then I'll dye it, she went, dibs, avocado. And I was like, what? And she was like, because you dye it pink, I want avocado pink. If it's like everyone gets a different color, I want avocado pink. And I was like, perfect. I was thinking of doing everybody in avocado pink, so that's perfect. And then I thought for my wedding dress, I'll just dip dye the bottom in the avocado pink, and that way we'll all sort of like flow together in this sort of cotton linen, whimsical, breezy, summery 20-person wedding. What do you think? Hey there, Kiana. I'm a few minutes late, had to finish some economics work. Well done to you for picking homework over social time. That's very responsible. I cleaned my entire house yesterday, by the way. So my whole house right now is sparkling. I'm talking, I cleaned the bathroom, the kitchen, I cleaned the spare bedroom. I moved all of Peekaboo's stuff out of my craft room and back into the room that used to be where like CJ's litter, and Thunder has a pee pad in there, and Thunder and CJ both have bowls of dry food and water in there. It's just like their safe room. But after CJ passed away, we just sort of closed the room for a little while, because Thunder doesn't use pee pads like all that often anyway. It's like when it's bitter cold. So he's been going outside. We haven't been using that room. So I finally went into that room and cleaned the whole thing, got rid of CJ's litter box, brought all of Peekaboo's stuff in there. I vacuumed CJ's cat tree. He has like a little, it looks like a birdhouse, but it's like on a cat tree. Vacuumed it all down and put all of that stuff into the spare bedroom, organized it like the cute little cat and dog room that it was before, but now it's Peekaboo and Thunder right now. And now I have my craft room back, so I washed the floor in my craft room, I vacuumed everything, I washed the windows, so now I'm going to get back into the swing of getting that room as my craft room, because I have so many craft things and I want to be able to see them all at the same time. So I want to have like, you know, like in a garage how there's like pegboards. I want to have pegboards with like all of my scissors hung up and like my hammer and like all of my tools. I want them hung up so I can see them, because like ADHD, out of sight, out of mind, you know. So I want to do that, and then I want to have those cube shelves, like the 5x5 ones, and have a couple of those to put all of my fabric and yarn in. That's my plan. Hey there, Mandala. Hey, Kathy. So yesterday was the first step in that endeavor. I even went into our laundry room. Like, we live in like an old house, like probably like 1950s. 1950s. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's either the 50s or the 60s. It's not old. It's an old house though. Which means it's had many, many years to acquire generations upon generations of spiders, cobwebs, spider memorabilia. It's got like a haunted basement, you know? And like, I'm not afraid of the basement, but I don't want to walk down there in bare feet, you know? So I went and vacuumed the entire, we have a cold room that has like soil for the floor. So hey there, Candies, good afternoon. So the room that has soil for the floor, I didn't vacuum that obviously because the floor is literally like the ground. But then the room next to it, we have like, it's like a labyrinth. Under our house, there's straight up, like, I don't know, the house that we're in, the down underneath the ground part is bigger than the house somehow. But anyway, I vacuumed everything. I got rid of all of the cobwebs in there. Like, I had to empty the vacuum bag twice in the laundry room. Think about how big your laundry room is. Maybe if you live in a house where they're in the basement, first of all, not in the upstairs. I know you fancy folks with your upstairs laundry rooms, but for you folks who live in like an old house where the laundry room is in the basement, a root cellar. Okay, cool. We have a root cellar and we have like a sub basement for the laundry room. Anyway, I got rid of all of the cobwebs. You could walk down there in your bare feet and you wouldn't track anything back out of there. And you also could turn on any light switch without worrying about going like, oh, it's freaky. You can open all of the curtains. I did open all of the curtains. Basically, I probably got rid of like 4 or 5 generations worth of cobwebs that were just in there. So much so that I had to literally empty our vacuum midway because there was so much spider webs. They're all up high, like it's not like a haunted house, but like they're in all the corners, and downstairs it's like unfinished it is unfinished in the laundry room, so the floor is like cement and the ceiling is like wood beams, so there's lots of spots for spiders to not hide. They're there in plain daylight. They are not afraid of me. But anyway, I don't like them. I don't dislike them. I know they're doing their job there, but I don't like their webs. So our house is very clean, web-free. Everything's been vacuumed. This carpet, all of the stairs, I vacuumed out the fireplace. I was very organized. And then I wound up a whole bunch of my balls of yarn for this knitting project. Alex held my yarn swift for me because I can't find the little piece that secures it to a desk or a table, so Alex had to just hold the yarn swift while I was winding up balls of yarn. And I don't know how much yarn it takes to make a sweater when you're knitting. I just started knitting like 85 stitches, and I was like, that's gonna be enough. If I make 2 squares, that'll be wide enough for the body, right? That's literally where I'm at. I need to wind a bunch of yarn and finish some WIPs. The entire underside of my bed is completely filled with boxes of yarn. Ooh, I want to come over to your house for a sleepover then. Yarn under the bed? Sounds like a party. Yeah, said it was disgusting. Dawn, lots of lights. You think that will get the spiders away? I feel like that will attract bugs to the light. Ugh, there's a fly also, a house fly in here. It'll attract bugs to the light, which would attract more spiders, wouldn't you think? Although, to be honest, like every basement needs more light. I want to paint the room down there. I pretty much just want to start nesting in here, like just making it more mine. I have loads of DVDs and stuff to declutter. Hey there, Crafty. Major spring cleaning, spring fever going on all over. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Can you give a tour of the house? I mean, no, I don't think so. I have this like weird fear. I mean, I guess it's not really a weird fear because it's happened to other people, but I have a weird fear if I give like an actual in detail house tour, then everyone would know the entrances and stuff to my house, and then someone could like break into my house and murder me. I don't think that that would be a thing that would actually happen to me, but it's like a thing that I have in my heart that I think I could do like the rooms that are applicable to, you know what I mean? The videos. Like, I don't know that I want to like show you our bedroom, you know? Or Alex's office, you know? I don't know. I just don't want to be like murdered. It's like a thing. Yeah, house tours aren't the best idea. Okay, cool. Not invalid fear to have. Very logical. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. If it's relevant to videos, I'm happy to have the room in the video, but I don't want to like walk you through. I don't want you to be able to make a map of my house. Do you know what I mean? Give me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. No, like the craft room. Yeah, that's a good idea. Once I make the craft room, maybe I'll make a video of me setting up the craft room. Yeah, doing a craft room tour would be fun, but I don't have anything like organized in it. It's like it's literally like an empty room. There is nothing in there except the pink high back chair that I left in there from when Peekaboo was in there. Yes, a good healthy fear. Keep self private. Lol. I am like, yeah, I'm a private person, lol, says every single thing about herself on the internet. No, but it's true. I know I'm making a joke of it, but yes, no. Yes, I think it's a good idea to do the craft room tour. Yes, I also think it's good for you to not necessarily know exactly where I live. I have 12 moving boxes of yarn. Oh, beautiful. 18-gallon totes. Holy. Yeah, I'll help you organize. I'll help you organize for a 10% yarn fee. 10% of your yarn. My first time commenting. I finally made the live. Hey there, M. Kelly. Good afternoon. And welcome to the live. I'm knitting now because I'm a knitter. So we haven't even said it yet. First of all, well, before we even get into that, can we get a couple of likes on the video, please? I see there's a whole bunch of us in here. If we could get a whole bunch of likes onto this video, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. I know it's just a second of a click for you, and I know maybe if you're doing a work in progress, it's like you have to put a thing down in order to click the like, but I would really appreciate it if you could just click the like. Because today is hatch day. We are having babies today. We're getting some baby chicks today. 2 big totes of yarn and triple that in fabric. Oh my god. I don't have nearly that much yarn anymore. I'm dare I say, I'm nearly out of yarn. I have this yarn for the avocado sweater, and then I have one more project worth of yarn, and other than that, it's like scrapped yarn. Oh no, Thunder! Literally, my dog just puked. Please excuse me while I clean up Thunder's puke. I'm gonna just, I guess I don't really have to mute it. He's not making noise. Just a sec. Thunder, what did you do that for? What happened? You okay, Mr. Man? You wanna go outside? Come on, let's go outside. Come on, outside. Out. Out. Outside. Go on. Outside. Sorry, Nikki, and everyone who sent us this blanket. I will wash it, and it will come back here. Well, way to go, Thunder. Come on, outside, buddy. Let's go, outside. Out. Come on. Out. Thunder, come on, out. Good boy. Go pee. Good boy. Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Good, I just had to step away from the stream for a sec because Thunder puked. For no reason. He didn't make any warning, he just leaned over and puked.
Nice.
I know. Luckily there was no awful audio for it, so I'll just do the carpet clean later. Sorry everyone! The drama. Alex just came back. How does that happen? Laura is nearly out of yarn. Isn't that strange? How did that happen? You know why? Because Finish It February happened.
Y'all.
Are you my true love or something?
Basically.
You just brought me Burger King's chicken nuggets. Oh, they're my favorite chicken nuggets. I'm about to have some chicken nuggets come out of an incubator. Are you excited to meet them?
Yes.
We should name them Chicken Nugget. We should name one of them Chicken Nugget. Okay, sorry, let me just... Thunder's okay. I know why he puked. He ate a large meal and I added an egg to his food today because he likes to have an egg, but sometimes he'll burp and then he is a simple dude. I don't know how to explain it. He's okay, basically. Saga says hello. And Sid says hello too. Alex is a literal hero. He is a literal hero. No yarn? How? Because Finish It February. I've been so good. I've been actually, like, doing projects with my yarn. Oh, also, just saying, if you're not a patron, this is the time to become a patron, because I'm doing a giveaway for the Patreon. The giveaway contest, you have to guess how many chicks are gonna hatch, and I'm gonna send you yarn that I dyed. I'm sending naturally dyed yarn that I made I'm going to be doing a couple of different skeins, and it's whoever wins. So if there's more than one winner, then there's more than one skein of yarn coming. And your hugs just came in with KFC. True love. Candy's true love. Thank you, darling.
Welcome.
You are a hero.
Yeah.
Alex and Kiana sit. Oh, that's my heat lamps.
Thunder. Hey.
Thunder, come here. Come here. Oh, I'm not giving you a chicken nugget. I was just telling you to come here. I'm getting my yarn down too, much more slowly. Currently making a crochet bed with leftovers. Ooh. No. Did you find the right hook size? Sorry, everybody. You were saying you were making it and it wasn't stiff enough. It's our light bulbs for the chickens. Heat lamps. Go. Wow, best Saturday ever. Chicken nuggets, mail, baby chickens, talking about yarn, friendship, plants, clean house. Best day ever. Depression, who? I don't know her. Dang, my ears went skirt. Oh, I'm sorry. Lol. Yeah, I think the 9mm is working. Okay, good. I'm glad. Thunder has no chill. No, literally no chill. Eating chicken, waiting for chicks. I had a hard-boiled egg for breakfast. I'm like all kinds of crazy, in all honesty. When I was eating it, Alex was like, but yes. Oh my god, mood, Laura. Like, for real. Ceramic heating lamps. I got 2 bulbs. Cost me $18. But we have to because we love our chickens. And also we'll probably have lizards eventually.
Careful your fingerprints.
It doesn't even make light, it's just heat. Isn't that cool? How does it do just heat and no light? It's black magic right there. That's witchcraft. A heater that plugs into a light bulb, but it doesn't make light, it only makes heat. Wow! No chicks have hatched yet, Kathy. However, we do have 4 chicks in the process of hatching. One chick is significantly farther along than the others. Fern's baby. Little Fern. She may be the simplest chicken, but she makes a strong baby, I guess. So good. I'm not one of those people that can't eat chickens and also have a chicken. I haven't been able to kill a chicken yet. Alex looks at me like, please don't kill our pets. Hey there, Lizzie. Also, did you guys see the spread for the thumbnail today? I figured out, I think that's what I'm going to do moving forward for the thumbnails on the weekends. Because I like doing bullet journal spreads. This gives me a reason to show you it if I make it the thumbnail. So it's Saturday, see, hatch day, and then I drew out all the eggies. And we're gonna see what happens. Are you sure they're not just fat eggs playing peekaboo? Okay, that's rude, Kelly. I'm just kidding. Just joking. I know. No, but for real.
No, they're actually cracking.
A moment of silence for Peekaboo's scam artistry. She likes Alex now, and she's not allowed in the bedroom anymore. She doesn't come into the bedroom. The bedroom is completely isolated from her because Alex's allergies. It's not really worth it, considering that she just sleeps under the bed anyway. It's cute for the thumbnail. Awesome. Good. I thought so too. I have pigs and I don't eat most pork, but it's more of the taste, not a conscious thing. Oh, I'm sure the taste, if I started eating homegrown chicken, I'm sure I would start to notice the taste, but I'm not there yet. So, no, these babies are coming today, hopefully, today and tomorrow. I'm just wondering, oh, right, I was getting to something here. I was on my way. The title of the video saying how many do you think will hatch? What I'm doing is, for everybody who's a patron gets to vote how many they think will hatch. I did say it. And whoever wins, I'm going to send yarn to. I don't know about if I'll send just yarn, maybe I'll add some other stuff. I haven't even thought about it. I was just posting on Patreon and then it became a giveaway mid-post and I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna do a giveaway now. So make sure you don't help them out. Heck no. My mom called me to tell me the same thing. Is it like a common thing that people try to help them out? These babies are guaranteed. I'm trying to have a show here. Are you finished? I don't even know what she's saying. She like says human words. Alex and I have been laughing at her because she's been doing that randomly for the last several days. She'll just do that. She's not even mad. Thunder! She's not even mad. That's like her, that's how her meow is. Like you hear Thunder. Thunder, come here. You heard feet. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. For those of you listening in headphones, let me just mute you for a sec. In big trouble, mister. That's funny, she wants food. No, she doesn't. She has food. Her food is full. She is downstairs with Alex. Alex was upstairs. She was fine. And then, did you get me a large hot chocolate? How am I supposed to drink this? It's, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about this. Thunder, come. Go lie down. Go lie down. Enough. Enough. Go lie down. I'm so sorry. So what I'm trying to say is she's like that. She just does that randomly for 5 minutes, 300 times a day. She is very talkative, but her talking is so aggressive sounding, like it sounds like she's upset. And if you talk back and forth with her, she'll go like, meow. But she's just talking to you, like she's straight up just like meowing. She's sitting downstairs with Alex right now. Her food is up here. Her litter box is up here. She has everything she needs. She's a very dramatic lady now. I don't mind it because I think it's hilarious because what the heck? But you've heard CJ's bark, I almost said. You've heard CJ's meow before. His meow is like, meow. Like it's so pretty. And Peekaboo's meow is like aggressive and angry. I love it, but it's aggressive and angry. The side eye he gave you as he looked back, geez, mom. Yeah, I know, right? You enough, yeah. Linda, hi Linda. I love the color of the yarn you're using. Is it onion skins? Indeed it is, Linda. I've got 2. You know what I might even do? For the Patreon winners, maybe I'll let them request the color they want. Because like I have some yarn, I can send a surprise, but maybe if you win the contest, you can just say like I want avocado pink and then I'll dye you some avocado pink yarn, something like that. Chicks are very exciting. Indeed it is. Battle of the egos between Peekaboo and Thunder. Thunder is alpha. Alpha AF. Whenever Peekaboo comes upstairs, Thunder chases her and she runs, and then she comes right back out. She's not scared of him. She lets him chase her. I don't mind. It's pretty cute. I think that they are pretty cute. They get along pretty well. Like, he doesn't like her because she likes me, and, you know. That's awesome, Pterodactyl. Almost done. I have lots more onion skins for you. Well, then somebody's getting some onion skin dye, that's for sure. I have something for you, Candace. Hold on. Ta-da! Aren't they pretty? These ones are marshmallows. These ones are violet. And those ones, this one's Diane, and this one is Marigold. Ta-da! You told me save up the blue and the green ones. I've been putting them aside. What time is it in your country right now? Kiz Kaz Viodum. It is 1:31 p.m. here. So pretty, aren't they though? Got my tax return and going to treat myself to a yarn bowl. Interchangeable hooks. Very cool. Interchangeable hooks, huh? That sounds like asking for trouble to me. That sounds like a really easy way to lose my hooks. Oh, you're in Iceland. Cool. 18. So that's 6, right? 6:30? Cool. Try red onion skins. Dawn? Are they going to make red? Or are they just going to make brown? Can you guys believe it's like $2 for this many? You've seen how many I've been eating of these chicken nuggets. I don't like the idea of chicken nuggets. I don't like the chicken burgers that are like blended chicken like this. But oh my god, they're so good. Mmm. See, Sid, I thought red onions would give you purple just by looking at them, but then I understand wow, that made me sound pretentious. But as I've dyed more things, I noticed that purples never are real, and reds are really hard. Purples, all of the warm tones, like just blue and red, anything in the blue and red to get directly those colors is always hard. I'll see if she wants to come up. Hello from the beautiful coast of Washington State. Hello, Rachel. From Southern Ontario, where there is a cat fight in the basement. Time for Alex and Peekaboo to start a podcast. Oh my goodness. Peekaboo! Thunder, it's okay. It's just how Peekaboo it's been. Where is she? What the heck? Hi. Are you a friendly cat now? Was your pregnancy a scam and now you're friendly? Now that we've discovered that you're a scam artist? Huh? Here's our little scam artist. Hi. She got a bath yesterday too. Not yesterday, day before. Everyone wants to get in on the act. It's a super rich rusty tone. Really? Cute. Look at, she's buried her head in my arm. I'm not going to give you a bath again. You already got it. She got a full bath and a full brush. Level 8. I needed to bring it down to a 4. He's at like level 14. It's so sharp. I'm sorry, Kiana. Thunder is not a headphones kind of dog. Anyway, here is the not... Whoa! Holy mackerel! Here is the not pregnant Peekaboo. Hi. She's just fat, you guys. She's just a fat cat. And she's gone. Oh, she's not gone though. Peekaboo! She's going back down to Alex. She literally loves Alex, which is not surprising. What? Meow. 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 I like her though. So this is going to be where the chickens go for the next couple of days. Wow, that dog has a big bark for such a tiny body. It's honestly so shrill, Linda. Like, he really doesn't bark very much because we don't put him in situations where he would bark because, oh my god, that noise is terrible. Am I right? Oh, by the way, I had a doctor's appointment this week. Don't worry, I'm okay. I finally got to complain about that gynecologist that, like, basically traumatized me. Like, ha ha ha, I can laugh about it now, but like, ooh, that was a messed up situation. So I finally got to, I guess, was she an OBGYN? are they all OBGYNs or can they just be a gynecologist? I don't know. She was an OBGYN. Mostly there were pregnant people in that doctor's office. This is neither here nor there. I promise I took my meds today. Basically, I finally got to complain to my family doctor about that, which is good. But also, I went to the doctor, and on the way home from the doctor's office, our local nursery was open and on the way home, and I got a new oxalis plant. Isn't it pretty? Green shamrock plant. I actually only purchased that green one because they had the red ones for sale there for $3. Look at, I got more of the red ones. So these are my favorites, and they grow a lot slower for some reason for me than the green ones do. I've got lots of the green, but my red ones, I'll show you comparison. Here is the variety that I grow. Oops. I just gave my plants a dusting of diatomaceous earth to kill thrips. Anyway, here's the ones that I usually grow. Here are the ones that I got this year. So they're like a plain, they're a round leaf, but they're bright green with white flowers. This is a sharp leaf with purple flowers, but they're still both very similar. This was the only one available for sale last year, and this is the only one available for sale this year, so nobody else has this one, which makes me look so fancy. Do you see how fancy I am? I have plants that no one even has. Also, look at how many flowers are on these. I prefer this. I took all the flowers off of the red ones because these is pretty, and I like very much. And then my red one. Oh, I almost just ended my own life there by accident. Oh, that was dangerous. This one's suffering because I just repotted it, but the color is so much fancier than these ones right now. So here's mine. This is like 2 years old now, and here's the new one. I just repotted it, so that's why it looks horrendous, but it'll pop back up. But you can see it's a different variety. So they sold this as the Oxalis triangularis, but look at what mine, like look at, I'll try and get too close together. It's just not, it's not the same. It's not the same. Mine's fancier. I like my Oxalis better, but it doesn't matter because I needed more of these purple ones. Needed is a not true. I wanted. But anyway, they were $3 and they were at my local nursery, and I was already leaving the house for the doctor's appointment, so I gave myself that as a good enough reason as to why I needed to, that seems like it's going to be a dangerous thing to do. So is that. I need somewhere to put this so that it can drip. Maybe you could just go, no, you have to go back where you go. Anyway, I got 3 new plants. I got 2 Oxalis triangularis, the red one, and then I got the one of the green one. What is it you're blocking? Oh, my first knitted thing. It's gonna be a hat, I think, because ow! Oh, knit blockers are so pointy. Oh, that hurt. Okay. Sorry, they go right through my mat and threaten my hands. But I am blocking this knitted thing that I made. I'm gonna stretch it out. I dropped a stitch at the beginning line somewhere, close to the beginning, and I saw it, and now I don't see it anymore. But it is there. Oh, here, I dropped a stitch in here, and I have a mistake, but I don't know how to correct for it. There, do you see where it dropped a stitch? So I don't know how to fix for that. But anyway, I made my first knitted thing. And that's why I'm knitting with my other yarn now. I'm like out of breath. Whew. I have a dog and a cat, but I don't eat either. I don't eat dogs or cats either. It's sad. His bark is his trademark, and he's a huge talker, but he will live longer this way. Whoa! Whoa! It's literally a madhouse right now. What? What is it? Why? Why? Say Laura. Laura. No, Laura. No, Laura. She sometimes says Laura. Or she just... Oh, God. I'm so sorry, everyone. For no reason. I've never heard a cat who was that vocal. For no reason. Maybe she's in heat. She is making an awful lot of noise. It's been like that for like 3 days now, though. Hello? Have you tried using spirulina for dyeing yarn? No, what's spirulina? Don't vegans eat spirulina? I feel like there's a lot of vegans who are like eating spirulina. Hey, Scrappy. What's spirulina? Ooh, it can be green for while somebody's in heat. It sounds that way, doesn't it? She's not doing the other stuff though, like, you know, I don't know, the other stuff. But maybe. Sounds like it. Huh? Hi. How you doing? You okay? Come here. She has a big crush on Alex. Her butt is up if she's in heat. She's not got her butt up. She's a Latina rolling those. No, she's Canadian. She's roll up rim to win. That cat though. Anywho, so I wanted to talk more about the chicks. How many do you think are we getting? How many are hatching, people? Wow, wow. Hey there, Rachel. Wow, wow. Anyway, I don't know what to do. That girl needs to be fixed. She's trying to find someone to give her some love and ew. Totally though. Candace, I think I'm feeling kind of similar to you, like 6 or 7. I just don't think all 10 can hatch. It just doesn't seem like all 10 would. So we put in 12 eggs, but we found after about a week, 2 of them had no signs of development, so we took them out of the incubator. What? 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 Hi. Hi. Good afternoon. Hi, here. Hi. She's not interested in my friendship. Anyway, this is where the chicks are gonna stay for the first day. Don't let that girl outside. You know, no, I'm not letting her outside. She is housebound until she has been fixed, and then she will go to my parents' farm. After like a month after being fixed, she'll go to my parents' farm. You might possibly get 6, 7. You think so? 6, 7? I felt like that was my guess too, was 6, 7. Because, sorry, chocolate was in here. What am I trying to say? Laura, use your freaking words. Yeah, I think I'll probably get like 6 or 7. I hope we get a good number. I mean, I hope that all the ones that have started hatching, hatch. You're not keeping Peekaboo? No, we're not keeping Peekaboo. We obviously want to because we like her, but no, Alex is allergic to her. And my parents are in the market for another barn cat anyway, so it's just kind of the right time for them anyway. She'll be fixed. We're gonna do all the stuff to get her fixed and like get her shots and stuff, get her worming, whatever. We're gonna get all of that stuff done before we give her to my parents, but yeah, my parents have a heated barn. It's not a barn. I call it a barn because I like the word barn better than like outbuilding, you know? So they have this outbuilding, so it's separate from their home. And it's a working farm that they live on, so this building has electricity and heat, but it has concrete floors and it has like shelving inside, and it's for like they hang their onions from the ceilings in there. It's a barn, but it's also like where their tractor is parked, you know what I mean? Like it's a garage barn. Neither here nor there. Essentially, she'll be living in there or sleep. That'll be her safe space, where she'll have food and water and a litter box, and my mom grows cat grass there for their current cat. So there's cat grass, and this is all where my parents' administrative office is. So they're basically like, they're kind of like, they're barn cats, but they're also kind of like the cats that live at the pet store, you know what I mean? Or the cats that live at the vet's office. They're just like, they are inside-outside cats, but they're not allowed inside the house. So they're inside-outside cats, but the inside is still separate from the house building. So she will be a barn cat, but she will be a very pampered barn cat. My parents are they very much love all of their pets. And also, I wanted to be able to interact with her. I really like her. I have always wanted a smoky gray cat. Like, since we met Peekaboo in Ottawa, not this Peekaboo, the Peekaboo that I wanted to name her after. Since we met her in Ottawa, I always was like, a smoky gray cat, that's what I want. They're so beautiful. They're so soft looking. They just are a softer variety of cat, it looks like. But it turns out it's not something that would work in our life because Alex is pretty allergic to her, and it makes his skin react, it makes his eyes and his like nose, you know, it's not great on him. So in the interim, he's taking his like a leave or whatever. He has like prescription versions of everything. So he has his prescription antihistamines essentially that he's taking to keep everything under control, but it's not really it's not a long-term solution for him because he's already on like pretty specific heavy meds for his skin. So it's just another variable that's not really healthy to add in for him. And also, I hate how much hair she sheds. Like, I gotta say, I thought like I didn't like dogs that shed, like, oh, not don't like. I need to like, you need to clear what I mean when I'm saying that I don't like them. I don't mean that I don't like them. I would love a German Shepherd or a Husky. I mean, I don't like them as in I would go insane having them as my specific pet because I can't handle the hair. I grew up with poodles and they went for a haircut every 3 months, and there was just never hair in my house. That just wasn't part of my home growing up. We had carpets in our bedrooms and everywhere else was hardwood, and it was just always clean. My mom was just a really like neat person. So now for me, dirt is one thing. Soil, like soil from outside getting on your floor, that's one thing. Cat hair, it's like a completely different thing. I don't like it. I don't like dealing with it. And I don't mind because I like Peekaboo, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't like dealing with it, you know? So, and I'm just so surprised how Alex is so much more allergic to her than he is to Thunder, and he wasn't even at all to CJ. Or maybe he was, but it's way worse. Way worse, sorry. Try having multiple Australian Shepherds. See, exactly, 100%. I think that breed is so beautiful, and honestly, that was why I was a dog walker when I was in Ottawa, because I loved animals. I love dogs. But I can't handle the hair in my own home. So I would dog walk. I dog walked 2 Australian Shepherds. I dog walked 2 Pit Bulls, a Bull Mastiff. Who else did I walk? I walked a Greyhound, a Sheltie. God, I had a lot of dogs in my dog walking circles. A couple of small dogs, but mostly my dogs were bigger ones. But yeah, I dog walked. I love dogs. I love all of them. If I could have a Husky, I would have to live in a working environment. You know what I mean? Like they would have to be a working dog that like lives in a barn. Like I would have to have a barn attached to the house. So yeah, no big furry dogs for me. Also no big furry cats for me. Thunder shedding is like biannual. Biannual is twice a year or once every 2 years. He sheds twice a year pretty significantly, but other than that, it's not very much. And when I notice him starting to shed in the spring, I just give him a bath and that gets rid of all of it. Which is what I did to Peekaboo the day before yesterday. I gave her a full bath. Hey there, Coffee Games. Hey, Mary Grace. I hope Alex feels better though soon. That's sad though. It's not sad though. That's the great thing. My parents, A, live close to me, which is great. B, live close to me. And C, I know they'll keep the cat for her whole life, and I know that I'll be able to interact with her for her whole life. So for me, it seems like the best case scenario, aside from us keeping her. And Alex hasn't completely settled on giving her to our parents yet. Like every time we talk about it, he's like, or we could just keep her and she could be an outside cat in the summer and come in the winter. He said that a couple of times, and I don't know if he's necessarily just saying it because he thinks that's what I want to hear or if he really means it, but we haven't really gone through that talk we're playing around with that talk right now. We're not really like seriously having that discussion yet because she still has to be fixed and her appointment has not come yet. So we have like a whole month after she gets fixed. So I'm not feeling super rushed about it, but I don't love handling all the hair. My oldest daughter, oh god, Great Pyrenees, and she sheds awful, not something I could handle. Our cat sheds very little. CJ shed very little, and the only thing CJ would shed on would be like your pillow. That would be the only place that you'd notice. If you went into the bed and slept on your pillow all day, you might notice that there's a few pieces of hair. Peekaboo, if she lied on your pillow, you wouldn't be able to sleep on it. You'd need a new pillowcase. Like her hair sticks to every fabric. Peekaboo, something I can help you with? Jeez Louise. I had a teacher in university who bred Great Pyrenees, and I hated her so much that I just didn't like Great Pyrenees for a significant amount of time, and then I met one, and then I was like, oh, they're just golden retriever bears. I understand. They're just big, white, fluffy golden retriever bears. Good for sheeps. So, if you are not yet, okay, I'm gonna be doing this a couple of times during the stream today, so if this bothers you, I'm really sorry. I'm not really sorry. I'm a little bit sorry. I'm sorry for bothering you. I'm not sorry for saying it, you know what I mean? That half-assed apology. But I have to do this a bunch of times today because I'm doing a giveaway on my Patreon, so therefore I have to advertise my Patreon. If you're not in my Patreon yet, and you like handwritten bullet journal pattern spreads for the stuff that I make, like this, the thing I'm wearing right now, where's my book? The thing I'm wearing right now, I have a bullet journal spread for it with all of the instructions on how to make it. See? Bullet journal spread, see how accurate it looks? Anyway, with a written pattern for how to make a triangle and then the instructions on how to actually make it. So if that sounds cool to you, also you get access, so if you join my Patreon, you get access to all of these. You also get access to all of my, not all of my, you get access to the Last Minute Laura Discord. Holy moly, how do you advertise, Laura? You can't even finish a sentence. Anyway, you get exclusive access to the Discord, which is a private server, basically a chat room for all folks like us, and you can share pictures, you can ask questions in there. I post updates in there that I might not be posting in other locations. It's just another version of a social media place, but it's more specific to our group. So $2 a month gets you those patterns. It also gets you the Discord, but it also gets you right now, until all of those chicks hatch, this is on. So join the Patreon and guess how many chicks you think are gonna hatch on there's a Patreon post in there where you can answer. And yeah, if you answer correctly, I'm gonna send you some hand-dyed yarn. So there's that. Speaking of, did you see the post I tagged you in? I did, and okay, yes I did. I didn't acknowledge because I was just doing my links at the time. Yes, I saw the cochineal, the bug one makes the pink, cool. There was one in there though that I was like, huh, the black beans, I think, where I was like, I forgot black beans made blue. I have a black bean blue yarn. But yes, I did see it, Scrappy. Also, hi Scrappy, I don't know if I even said hi. Where did that go? Where is it? Not in general. I'm not seeing it. I did see it. Wasn't it in general? I feel like it was in general because I posted my thing. Why is my nose running though? That's the real problem right now. Nope, I'm not finding it again. Or I'm not seeing it again right now. But yes, it's in general. Oh, right in front of my face. Turmeric. I haven't done turmeric. Cochineal or cochineal? I feel like it's cochineal is how I've heard other people say it, but C-O-C-H. Wouldn't that be cochineal? Anyway, black bean making a blue. I've done that before, and I've gotten a really pretty clear blue with black bean dye. The second time I did it, though, I got a mucky gray, so I did too much heat, I think. But yeah, I did see that. That's really cool. I love your cat. I wish mine talked like that. She's actually trying to speak. She says human words. The family friend I got my kitten from has an adorable Great Pyrenees, and I love him, Kiana says. Aww. Well, no Great Pyrenees is no great. Ask Google how to say it. Right? I know, Dawn. That's definitely a good idea. That's how you should do it. You shouldn't just assume one way and then every time you say it, tell out loud to the people you're talking to that you don't know how you're saying it. That's my way. Just consistently say it both ways around people until someone says, "Oh, it's this," and then you'll know. And then if they were wrong, then now you're wrong forever. But yeah, join the Patreon was the moral of the story. It's $2 a month, which is like the price of this hot chocolate. And then you get all those patterns, you get all of the Discord fun, and also you get a chance to win a whole bunch of yarn dyed by me. That's a huge hot chocolate. Like, I can drink that large of a tea, but when it's hot chocolate, I can't drink half of it. It's like way sugar. Oh, we picked a date for our wedding. I can't tell you when it is yet because I haven't told anyone else yet, but we picked a date. I use a dictionary. Oh, that's true. The old hard copy. Ye old Merriam-Webster. So I started watching Outlander. Does anyone else watch Outlander? Is anyone else obsessed with Outlander? I feel like the only character I don't care about is the main character girl, which is such a bummer. She's like such a wet towel. I know that she's like in an awful situation and everything's scary and bad things keep almost happening to her. But like everyone around her in this story, sorry, it's a TV show, Outlander. And everybody in this story has these rich, crazy stories, cool history, cool things about them, little quirks. This woman has nothing. She's literally like, all of the ways that she's surviving is by remembering things that her husband said. And like, I don't know, it just, to me, it feels like they should have made her like a stronger lady. You know I don't need any. Yep, it's a great show. You know I don't need any. I do. Nope, I'm binging Handmaid's Tale right now. Glad you guys picked a date. Yes, finally. You know I don't need any. I do. It's a great show. I like it. I like all of the characters, pretty much except for the main character. Like she's, what episode you on? I don't know the number, but can I just give you like one thing that's happened? That would help you. The witch just had sex with the earth. That doesn't tell you anything about the story, but if you've watched it, I'm sure you would know. The pretty witch from the town was having sex with the earth. That's what it seemed like. Oh no, give her time. Okay, she'll get better. I think I came in at an awkward moment. Hey David, yeah, you did. Right as I'm trying to explain one part of Outlander that I'm at. Exactly, Dawn. It makes sense in the context of the show, but when you just say the words on their own, it doesn't really make a ton of sense, does it? Yeah, Gallius? I thought it was Gaelish. Isn't it like Gaelish? Claire is a great character. Okay, well, I'm waiting on that to happen. I feel like I like the complexity of some of the Scottish guys. I like the stupidity of some of them. I don't know. Digging your sweater. Thank you, David. It's actually just a poncho capelet, but I appreciate the compliment because I finally finished it. And by finally, I mean I did it in record time. I don't know why I said finally. Gayless. Well, I like her. She's pretty. I like her whimsical hair, and I like her whimsical weirdness, and I'm excited to find out who more of the Outlander people are. It can't just be her, right? There's not just the one lady. There's gotta be others. Especially because Gayless seems to know something. I mean, like, you guys who know what's going on in the show, don't judge me if I'm, like, completely wrong about anything that I feel. But I feel like she knows more than what's going on. And then I feel like some of the other guys might be traveling too. You know? Oh yeah, there's so much more. I'm ready. Gayless, remember her. Okay, good. Because, you know, when we were introduced to her and she was like, oh, I'm a super sexy lady, and this is my very old, very not my husband. You know? I don't know. As soon as that was happening, I was like, she's up to something. And then she was like, they think I'm a witch here. And I was like, she knows medicine. Because, like, when the other lady was like, oh, I need some things for inflammation or whatever, the main character's trying to treat a wound or something, and the lady's like, I know all about that stuff too. So I feel like she maybe she traveled a long time ago, but she couldn't get back or something, and she's got medical knowledge too. Or something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I just feel like that's what I feel. There's so much more. I'm ready. Hey, Hannah, I just joined. I'm happy you're talking about Outlander. I just started watching it, and by just started, I mean I just started binge watching it. I'm several episodes in now, and the only thing that Alex and I keep saying, like out loud to each other, is, oh, it's so damp. Everything's so damp. They're wearing layers and layers of wool, but it's damp, and it's raining, and they're sitting out for a picnic in the rain, wearing wool. She only has one dress, and it's damp. It's just so damp everywhere. How is this gonna dry out? And then in the first few episodes, when the townspeople just, like, gave her an outfit to wear, I'm like, that whole hand-stitched outfit was like a year's salary. They weren't just gonna be like, nice to meet you, enjoy your new dress. She didn't have any money. I don't know. There's some issues, I find. I'm finding some issues. But I am appreciating the attractiveness of the main Scottish man, so I appreciate that. How do you not binge? It's true. I'm like, give me more abs. They finally have made it a fish in the show, if you know what I mean. Congrats on picking a date. Thank you, Mary Grace. Sorry I'm not super active in the chat. That's alright. I'm boiling some eggs and I need to clean my shower. Two sentences that are weird together, but both are valid. And I boiled 34 eggs last night. We have 34, well, 32, because I had 2 of them today. We have 32 eggs that are going to be pickled this evening. I have to peel them. But Jamie likes her. I know he likes her so much. I have such a big crush on him because he, like, really likes her, and he's honorable, and he's like, oh, when they're fighting, and then he puts his dagger, and he's like, I swear myself to you, the same way that he had to swear himself to the knight. I was like, ugh, so romantic. Why don't we carry daggers and swear our loyalty to our women? I don't know. I have a crush on Jamie, if it was unclear. He is a hottie with a body who clearly does not skip leg day, if you know what I'm saying. Also, wow, there's an awful lot of nudity that I obviously was totally okay with happening, but wasn't prepared for. Hey there, Caroline. Jamie looks exactly like someone I dated. He's such a sexy good man, right? He's just like a good man. Also, I didn't realize I like the name Eerie for a girl. I think that's her name. It might be Leary, but I like the name Eerie. I like Scottish things. I'm making 12 eggs. My husky loves eggs. I gave Thunder an egg today and he puked it up at the beginning of the stream, so don't go watch the beginning of the stream if you just checked in now, because my dog throws up in it. Don't worry, I cleaned it up. You, me, and 4 million other women, yes. Lucky guy. Sorry, let me... Oh no, now I have to check it out too. Leary, I like it. What am I trying to say? 12 eggs. Okay, I'm making a lot because I'm going to do pickled eggs tonight. I have to peel them all, and then I'm going to get my big jars, and I'm going to do my first round of pickled eggs because I have so many eggs, and I haven't started selling them yet, so I figure I'll do some pickled eggs just to get rid of 30 of them. I could eat eggs every day, and I love all things Scottish, but I won't even try Scotch eggs. What's a Scotch egg? What's that mean? I'm assuming we're talking about Jamie Fraser, obviously, and he is indeed a hottie with a body. Indeed he is a hottie with a body. I also really like, there's a scene in one of the episodes when basically there's guys that she doesn't know if they like her or not, that they're kind of holding her captive, kind of keeping her safe. It's like a very weird Stockholm-y sort of, it's a weird show. You just have to be fine with it, that's all. Anyway, the guys who she like, they're like brutes, and they like defend her honor in a bar fight, and I was like, I called it before it happened. I do wish that they would let us see the Gaelic on the screen. I wish the what are they called, the subtitles. I wish the subtitles would translate the Gaelic to English. On Netflix, when I turned on subtitles, it says speaking in other language whenever they're speaking Gaelic, and I'm like, what are you doing? Obviously they're speaking in another I asked for subtitles, I didn't ask for speaking in another language. I know it was supposed to be so that she doesn't understand what's going on, but I wanted to understand what's going on. It's a boiled egg, okay, wrapped in a sausage, breaded in fries. Ooh, that sounds great. Yum. Surrounded or in sausage meat, covered in breadcrumbs. Wrapped in sausage, breaded in... That sounds amazing. That sounds like a great food for me right now. That sounds wonderful. I would like a Scotch egg. Ugh, but the damp. I just can't get it out of my head. Whenever they're like hanging out and it's like misting and I'm like, they're wearing so much wool. Everything they're wearing is made of wool. How heavy. Yummy. Sounds yummy. Jamie looks yummy. Honestly though, I mean, I know he's like, I don't even know if he's a bad guy yet. I'm early enough that things are unclear right now. But the main guy, Dougal, he's not a main guy, but he's one of the main guys. I'm into him with his bald head and his mustache. So I don't know. I got mixed fantasies from this Outlander business. I know that I have zero attraction to Claire's husband, even though he plays Prince Philip in The Crown. I really don't like him in this. Freaks me out. I guess I like him then because he's scary. Like, I like how he's doing his character. He freaks me out. I adore sausage, but I don't like boiled eggs. I like almost all food. Also watch Men in Kilts, a road trip with Sam and Graham. Men in Kilts. There is literally a housefly in my house right now. I bet as the show goes on and the character learns Gaelic, the subtitles will change. Probably, you're right. Really, more Gaelic speakers in North America than the British Isles. That's an interesting tidbit. Interesting. Oh, I tried to do, what's it called? Purling. I tried to do a row of pearls, and it just was a row of knits again. It didn't, I did a different thing with my needles, but it came out the same. So I don't know what I did wrong. But I obviously did something wrong. Seriously? It's not warm enough for houseflies yet. What are you doing here? Go away. That shows the reason when shawl things are all over the internet, right? Honestly, when I was taking the photos for this poncho thing, Alex was doing the photos for it, and I was like, I'm feeling outlandery. And he was like, okay. And I was like, no, I'm definitely gonna go make a cape now. I need a cape. Brits are hella prejudiced against anyone who doesn't speak the Queen's English. Really? The story of English. I like watching documentaries about things that happened in England. My crochet documentaries. Anybody else got their crafting documentaries? It's like anything with David Attenborough, I'm in. I'm ready. I'll craft all day to David Attenborough. Anything about like animals of the Sahara or Madagascar. I'm actually Madagascar more than the Sahara. Animals of Madagascar, 100%. Animals of Tasmania or New Zealand or Australia, 100%. Followed by things that happened in England between 1705 and 1708. Just random things. How did you know? How did you know what? But anyway, I have a friend who grew up with Irish thick accent. He was harassed so bad The accent was all but beaten out of him. All. There are crocheting. No, not crocheting documentaries. You misunderstand, Hannah. I mean documentaries that I watch while participating in a crochet project. Because you know when you're crocheting, you don't need to really like, it's not like a good time to watch something that you want to be like fully invested in. It's more like half investment. That's what a crochet documentary is. It's watching a documentary where David Attenborough is telling you beautiful stories about sharks and their babies, where you don't really have to look, but you can learn little tidbits. And then you know that elephants only have 4 teeth, and that's something that sticks in your head. Will you ever remember your dentist's phone number? No, but you'll always remember David Attenborough telling you that elephants have 4 teeth. Thank you, Crochet, for helping me put in fun facts into my brain that will help me win Jeopardy or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but will not help me remember to put the gas cap on after I finish filling up the car. I drove away with the gas cap on the car, and then another car ran it over, and now our gas cap has been smashed, and I have not yet replaced it because of crochet documentaries, probably. Hey there, Bee. I've got to have lunch with my brother's girlfriend too, which was lovely. Oh, that's nice. It was all on a day trip though. Hold on. I love your new triangle shawl. Thank you. I didn't get to finish the whole premiere because I had to leave to get my brother. He's home for the weekend, but I drove like 4 hours. True love. Family love. I never really cared for history in school, same. But I love historical documentaries now, same. Particularly anything British, same. There's a series on Curiosity Stream called Walks with My Dog that I love. On Curiosity Stream, huh? I haven't gone on there yet. Is it worthwhile? Obviously, I mean, like, you think so because you're using it, but I mean, like, if you... Wow, that's not a good sales pitch. If you weren't using it, is it worth it? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Is Lori in the chat today? I don't think she's shown up yet in the chat. I'm sure she'll come by at some point, I hope. But I think other people do their streams on Saturdays now as well, so I think that there's a bit of a stream train going, so people might be popping in and out throughout the stream. I feel like I saw some of the other people that I watch having streams on Saturday now, so could be there, could be here, though. I don't know though. I think a chick might have just been born. I just heard a very loud cheep. Like, cheep, cheep, cheep. Are you hatching in here? Hello? Let me just put him back in. Doing so good. Doing so good. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm in love. I'm ready. I'm ready to be a mama, you guys. I'm ready. We're having babies. Anyway, such sweet chirps. Get out your good camera or phone and record it. Yes, I'm going to be recording them for sure today. I'm not going to record right now, but I'm going to get a few good videos. I got some videos of them chirping already. Well done, you two, right? Aren't they too cute? Whose eggs? My eggs. Fern's egg and Sunflower's egg right now. Don't help it, being born is hard. Yes, it looks like it's hard, but no, they have to do it on their own. It's important that they get that job done all by themselves. The sweetest little chirps. Isn't it so nice? Aw, happy birthday. Aw, right? If only they had been able to wait 2 more days, then they could have been born on the Ides of March. And then we could have named them a whole bunch of, like, Shakespeare names. Congratulations, Laura and chickens. Thank you. I worked really hard. I turned them over 3 or 4 times a day, every day, for 21 days. Well, not for 21 days, for 19 days. At day 19, you stop rolling them around so that they can orient themselves with gravity and whatever. What's Ostarda week? Speaking of start, it's time to start my seeds. When I went to the garden center, I went and picked up some seeds. I have a lot of seeds, I know this, but I picked up some seeds for things I didn't already have. One of which is lettuce leaf basil. All the instructions are in Italian, so I'm just gonna do that. I also got chamomile because my mom is not doing chamomile, so I purchased it so that I can do it. And then I got nasturtium. I got 2 different kinds of nasturtium. Nice. And then I also got red Russian kale. So pretty much everything else that I'm gonna do, I don't think I'll do by seed. Everything else will be either I'll take plants from my mom or I'll go buy them at the nursery. But these things are all, I can start all of them outside, I think. Yeah. So that's cool. I'm gonna be doing some gardening. I have to buy soil, like seed starting soil, because the soil that I have is like, it's got houseplant fertilizer in it and I don't want that. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting started this week on seed starting. I cleaned everything, so everything's ready. All of my plants are, like all my house plants have been prepped for the summer season. And then now I've got my grow light is all ready for me to, my grow light is ready for me to put seeds under it. Oh, also I updated my Amazon wish list, so if you want to get something for the chicken's baby shower, I added a whole bunch of chicken related memorabilia and chick things on there. So if that sounds like something that you're into, definitely check out my Amazon wish list in there. If you're not a Patreon person but you still want to find a way to support, that is a way. And if you don't want either of those ways, like the video, leave a comment, share the video, subscribe, bell notifications, all that sort of stuff, you know. I'm gonna order some herb plants from Richter's. First time ordering from them, I'll see what happens. But that's exciting. Apparently there's an Ontario seed company, and my mom's been getting stuff from them in the last couple of weeks. She got a bunch of heirloom stuff last year from some like heirloom company that sells seeds. But this year she got some from, I think it's called the Ontario Seed Company, which is cool. So we'll see what happens with those. She started well over 1,000 plants already. She has this pile of plant pots, and I was like, do you think you have enough plant pots? And she was like, I think I have about 4,000 right now, and I think that should get us through at least until the end of May. And I was like, that's a lot of plant pots. And she was like, yeah, but each one of these, and she has like these skids, little skid things, she was like, each of these holds 120 plants. So I've already planted 15 of these. And I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, you have a lot of plants. She has so many peppers. Like, she's probably got 40 different varieties of peppers this year. How many varieties of peppers does anyone want? I honestly, and eggplant. She has like 14 different kinds of eggplant. I didn't even know there were 14 different types of eggplant. She has like heirloom varieties. She has varieties from that, she has a neighbor from China who brings her lots of things. Like, she'll bring her specific vegetables that she really likes, and my mom will just grow them. So she has eggplants that are like really, like this, her neighbor really, really likes them. So she's brought those. she's doing a lot of eggplant and a lot of peppers, which, great. I don't like eggplants, but it's fine. It's such a vibe in the air right now. I love spring so much. Me too, Scrappy. It feels like it's alive. I cleaned out the coop. I bought diatomaceous earth when we went to that garden center, and I picked up that so that I could put it in the chicken coop so the chickens have a nice dry coop again. I took a whole bunch of the wood shavings out of the barn, and I put it in their chicken run area so they've got like a nice cool run to run around in and scratch through. They've been free ranging pretty much all week since the snow melted. I've just been letting them out of the backyard to run around the property. They're so happy. They're digging through the mud. They're already turning over my garden. Like, my garden already looks like I've done something to it, and I haven't. It's just the chickens have been walking around scratching. I also poured a big thing of diatomaceous earth underneath our deck, and then I cleaned out our fireplace. Like, I vacuumed out all the ashes and the charcoal, and I poured that under the deck too, and then I poured a bag of sand under the deck. So now there's this chicken dust bath. Our deck gets a ton of sun in the morning, so that area, after a rain, after a snow, that area is always the first to get dry and the first to become like exposed dirt again. And it's under the deck, so it's hidden, which is perfect. So it's a perfect spot for a chicken dust bath. So I loaded up their dust bath so that it's ready for them, and they've been very much enjoying that yesterday and today. Snow crocuses. Is that what they're called? I just always called them crocus. Are there more than one type of crocus? And that's awesome that they're here. That is totally early. They're just coming out of the ground here. They're not blooming yet here. They're just poking their heads out. There's a whole bunch of crocuses and daffodils and tulips and irises and lilies. All those things, daylilies, are all starting to poke out of the ground in our place now. Even the grass is just starting to perk up just a little. And Scrappy says, we're finally leaving purple here. On Tuesday, they'll announce it. I'm so excited. I think it means we'll be doing more hours at work instead of 3. Geez, that'll be nice. I miss festivals, Dave. Yeah. I don't miss festivals. I miss like farmers markets. The thrift store. You know, just normal, like regular, I don't even need it to be like a ton of people, just like a few. Snow crocuses bloom earlier than other varieties. Good to know. I just know we have the white, purple, and yellow ones. I don't know if they're snow crocuses or if they're just crocuses. I'm so excited. Me too. What am I knitting? I don't know. I think I'm knitting a sweater, but I don't know how much yarn it takes to knit yet. So depending on how far I can go with this yarn will depend on what I'm making. Yeah, we do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We're in for 3 hours. We do Wednesday Zoom. My little sister is back to full-time in class, so here right now. Oh, also, my grandpa's getting vaccinated today. I just found out this morning, which is awesome. That's great, because he's, like, you know, a grandpa, so he should be getting vaccinated. But he's getting his first vaccine today, which means it's almost time that we'll be able to, like, see our families again. Spring is amazing. That it is. It's literally, like, rebirth. Like, I opened up all the windows. I cleaned the whole house. I felt, like, alive yesterday, and then I just sat outside with the chickens. It was a great time. Love it. Yay, Grandpa. Yeah, I know, totally yay, Grandpa. Very happy about it. The thrift stores in Denmark's just opened up again, and I thrifted so many things, didn't realize how much I had missed it. I am ready. I'm ready to not feel scared to go shopping. Like, right now, I don't go anywhere unless I'm already going somewhere. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not going to the garden center just to go. I was going to the doctor, so I stopped at the garden center on the way home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going out on trips for fun. I'm only going out on mandatory trips, and if something fun happens while I'm out on the mandatory trip, that's great. So, I don't know. I'm ready to just be able to be like, I think I'm gonna just go to the thrift store and look around. Oh my god, I'm ready for that. Sid, oh my god, spring vibes. So much spring vibes, and it smells so good outside, and all the birds are back. It's like, the birds return at the perfect moment. I mean, yes, I know that. They do that every year, but it's magical every year to start hearing them again. In the winter, it's so quiet. I mean, we do have our windows closed, so even if they were singing, we wouldn't necessarily hear them the same. But it's like now they're singing like they mean it, you know? All the birds seem to have arrived back, and they're singing like they really are happy it's back. The blue jays are making all kinds of different calls right now. Usually in the winter, I only hear them doing like the the awful blue jay noise, you know. But right now they're making the hawk calls, they're making other bird calls. They're very happy, and they're dancing around our backyard and chasing each other around. The blue jays are in very good spirits this weekend, that is for sure. I've been very happy to see them. I haven't seen our woodpeckers in the last couple of days. They haven't come by, but I have seen a female cardinal keeps coming to the bird feeder to get some sunflower seeds, so they are back hanging out here too. It's a beautiful sound. The blue jay sound is a beautiful sound. I don't know about that. Granted, we have been early spring weather for over a month now, but this week's, even though it rained, everything is alive. I love that when things start to breathe again. Song sparrows and cardinals started singing here a few days. Oh, that's awesome. It's so weird that they like turn it off for the winter. Couldn't they just keep singing for us? I seriously, I don't realize by the end of winter, I don't realize how much I miss the birds, and then when they are back, I'm like, oh God, please never leave again. I love them. I love hearing it's like a party. It's like everyone is so excited that the sun is up 5 minutes earlier. That's what it seems like. I love it. I love spring birds. I love it. And we've been having the deer coming a lot closer to the house in the last little bit. We've seen a whole bunch. We still have loads of snow, but it's full-blown mud season here. We don't have much snow left here. We're gonna get snow again, I'm sure. We're not done with the snow just yet here in Ontario, but it definitely feels like spring is on the way. I don't think it's winter anymore, you know? I know that it'll still get cold again, but it's like, it's a joke. If it gets cold again and we get a big snow, it's not real. It's just a blip. I think we're out of the woods in terms of the really cold. What I'm looking forward to is a couple more days with no rain, and the forest is going to be safe for a hike. I haven't been going to the forest because it's been covered in snow, and our forest is all a cliff. There's only I don't know, 50 meters of forest that isn't on the cliff. The forest is on an angle because we live on a mountain. So it's not safe to walk around because there's not hiking paths. It's just like a forest. So it's not safe to walk around when it's icy or really muddy. But in a couple more days, once we have a little bit more of the mud drying up, I'm going to go on a little forest excursion. I haven't been in too long. We're going to hit the 70s at the end of the month. Ugh, not here, not yet. Oh, true. Good question, Scrappy. How is your dad, Sid? Thankfully, our road is drying out fast because it's been crazy windy the last few days. Always nice when mud season is short-lived. Mud season is never short-lived here. Especially not since we got the chickens. Mud season is a lot of summer now because the chickens are so messy. They just stamp around in all of the dirts. And if it's muddy, they're going to track it through every part of the yard. And they tear up the yard, which makes it more muddy. I wonder if our grass is going to look healthier this year because it had chickens walking and scratching and pooping all last year. I wonder if it'll make a difference. Here in England, they said we might get snow again after Easter. When's Easter again? It's in April, but April what? Since I haven't gone home for Easter as a Easter bunny thing, the dates have stopped mattering because Easter used to be just because we were kids and we got chocolate, and then it became, well, I mean, obviously there was the whole Jesus thing, and then it just became a family dinner thing. So it was just whenever everyone was free was when Easter was. So now for some reason those numbers have left my head. Is it always the same date? The first Sunday in April this year. Thank you very much. The first Sunday in April. The first Sunday in April, my driver's license expires. Which is not good because I went to book my driver's test last week because I need to get my final test. In Canada, we have a G1, which is where you do the written test for the, what does a stop sign mean, except, you know what I mean. And then the second test is called your G2, and that's where you go in your car with a driver and they judge you and they give you a license. And then there's the full G, which is you never have to take a test again after this test. You have your full license. I have to do that final test. And I took an extension last time, so you have to get it done within 5 years of getting your G1. No, 5 years of getting your G2, you need to get your G. And I didn't, so I got an extension for another 5 years, and I'm now at the end of that extension. So I was booking my road test, and they didn't have anything until August, so now I'm not getting my driver's test till August but hold on, I lost stitches. But my license is going to be expired. So, hopefully that won't be a problem. The end. I used to do a lot of church music, so Lent and Easter were great times musically and monetarily. Very good. Cool. I feel like Lent used to be like since Jesus is gonna die, I'm gonna give up chocolate. That was like the thing that we did. Or since Jesus is gonna come back, I guess. Well, he's first gonna die. Then he's gonna come back. Whatever, it doesn't matter because I no longer do that. But the thing that we did was giving something up for Lent, but it was always like chocolate or something. I don't need to give something up for Lent, I just need to eat less. That's now the goal. Between now and sometime in August, I need to get healthy and pretty. I observe Lent. Well done. I don't know why I said well done. That was just the first reaction that came out of my head. I used to. I don't observe any holidays really. I feel like I do Christmas, but I don't think I observe any religious holidays. I feel like I just observe the holidays that have now become mainstream. We used to be like, I grew up really, like, I don't want to say really Catholic. I don't know. We went to a Catholic church. I wouldn't have been uppity about it though. Like, it's not like I was like, Catholic is different than Christian. I didn't care about any of that stuff, but I was really, like, we went to church every Sunday. We did the whole don't eat meat on Fridays thing. Like, we did all that. I'm not into it anymore. I don't go to church or anything like that. Something I always did with my grandma. So even though she's gone, I still do it. Not sure why. Well, that's kind of nice. That's just sort of a symbol for her then. Lent is about self-reflection and preparation. It's only a misconception that it's about giving something up. Yeah, well, no, I mean, like, when you're in a Catholic school and you're a kid, though, that's what they tell you. Give something up for Lent. My little sister, it was pretty much always Nutella. Which is funny because it was like the only food she ate. She was like very picky when she was younger, and she ate Nutella, and she would, every year it would be Nutella that she would give up. I'm back. Welcome back, Jessica. No, way more complicated. I used to do, hold on, I got my first, no, Dawn, I'm not saying, definitely don't listen to anything that I say when it's about religious stuff. I just don't care about it anymore, so I don't care to be totally correct about it. I did my degree where we had to do a lot of religious courses just because anthropology has a lot of religious stuff in it. I just don't subscribe to it anymore, so I haven't kept up with it. No catechism. Well, I mean, like, I understand the main stuff. I know a lot of the stories and scripture things. I just don't believe it anymore. So for me, it just doesn't sit in the realm of things I need to remember perfectly accurately, because I don't really think it's perfectly accurate anyway. I don't know. So yes, I understand the Lent. I know this one's Jesus dying. Christmas, he's being born. Like, I know the calendar of things, but anyway, just ignore me. If any of the things I say are offensive to you and your beliefs, know that it's just coming from a place of, it's just not my thing. It's not, I'm not feeling any kind of malevolent. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I just don't feel that way. Time to get back to work and do some reading. Sounds good, Sid. Hope to see you next week. Sounds good. Bye. Have a good rest of your day. And, yeah, I'll let you know about the chicks when they come. No news on the chicks yet. Not yet, Jessica. We've got one that's making quite a good amount of noise. I brought the egg out and I showed, and it made some... You mean malevolent, which you aren't. Yes, I'm not malevolent. Malevolent, malevolent. Words are hard. I understand you're not offensive or malevolent. That's not my plan anyway. I'm not trying to be. I'm like, yes, I get it that I can sound like ignorant and like rude, but it's not my intention. It's just that I don't care. So it's not coming from a place of my heart is not in it. When I'm saying things that are like sassy, my heart's not in it. So it's not coming from a place where I'm actually feeling all the things, you know? I'm born and raised an atheist. I only know the bare minimum about different holidays. That's so strange to me, and not because you're atheist, just because I think, okay, it's not, your situation is not strange to me. It brought up a story in my head that made me reflect. Okay, when I was in university, I remember I was just in an anthropology class, and it was like history of something between blank and blank. and I was learning about whatever, and the teacher was just casually talking about like the story of Moses, which is, if you grew up in a church, it's just a thing you know. It's not it doesn't feel like it was something you were like taught, even though obviously you were. But a lot of people who hadn't been raised in any sort of church system didn't know that stuff, and I realized like on essay question or like test questions that were multiple choice questions, there would be questions where the Bible, as long as you had gone to a Catholic school, you could have gotten 50% on this test. Just because if you had general knowledge of the Bible, you were good to go. So, I don't know, it felt kind of weird. It felt like being like the kid who had French parents and then going into an ESL class. No, the kid who had French parents and then going into a high-level French class. You know what I mean? It's like cheating the system, it felt like. I was sitting there like feeling like, doesn't everyone know this? And a lot of people didn't. So it's like there was a benefit to me being raised Catholic and going to church. I knew things in university that it helped me through a parts of my university. So, I don't know. Interesting. Mine came from sarcasm. Well, that's alright then. I don't think anyone takes it that way, Laura. Thank you. Frankly, I was more shocked when you said you'd never seen An Affair to Remember. I'm not well versed in all the medias, okay? Most of us are on the same page. We've all had this talk before. We're more spiritual than religious. I think so. I think that there's a good chunk of people here who feel that way. I only know a lot about religions because, for fun, I studied them and I was raised in a very Christian home. I feel like my parents were raising us Catholic because that's what you did. I don't feel like, because now that we've all sort of branched out from it, my parents have there's no, like, oh no, you don't go to church every day? Like, there's no, like, I feel like our whole family branched away at the same time. So there was never, I don't know, we got all of the benefits of having a church with none of the bad stuff, you know? I know lots of people have, like, bad vibes. I was young enough when I got out of going to church every week that I never got bad vibes. Hey there, Wilma. Well, you have a pass on the old movies since I'm twice your age. Well, thank you. I appreciate the pass. It's not my fault. Although, you know, my grandpa keeps telling me that I need to watch... What is the movie? Dr. Zhivago? Zhivago?
Dr. Zhivago.
Dr. Zhivago. My grandpa keeps saying that every time I see him.
Fine movie.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
What's it about?
Some guy named Dr. Zhivago and like romance.
It's like romance about some guy named Dr. Zhivago?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's a long ass movie. Oh, sorry.
Excuse me, I'm on live entertainment.
Sorry, children.
What if you just offended someone's virgin ears?
Sorry, children.
They say hello. Hey Wilma, hey Danka. My mom was a church hopper. Went to so many different kind of born-again churches. It was special. A church hopper. Does that mean you go to so many all at one time? And no, that wouldn't be, actually, I guess,
I don't
right?
know, church hopper.
What an amazing pitch. Yeah, Alex is really good at movie summaries. It's about a guy named Dr. Zhivago and romance.
Alex also likes all movies.
Alex, you just like media.
I do like movies.
Alex, they laugh that you say sorry, children. Alex is an old soul. I'm sorry, I can hear your sniffles.
That's okay.
Probably from all her screaming. She screamed her allergens into the world.
Probably.
I can tell. Yeah, he's from Belarus, grew up when it was still the USSR, and then came to Canada. So he's got history and culture, which is so cool, because now if I have kids with him, our kids can have a culture. So fun. I don't have any culture. I actually haven't seen Dr. Zhivago myself, but I know it's an epic romance. My grandpa has multiple times. She would take us to different churches because she liked going to church so much, or because there wasn't enough church at one church, or because she liked the energy of I don't understand why that would happen. That's what I mean. You have a smart hottie with a body. He is definitely a smartitude. My hottie. You should see his beard right now. He has such a good goatee. I think she was just lost. Fair. Cheers all, I'm treating myself to a brandy and Coke. Very well, Helen. A brandy and Coke, very good. I'm having a hot chocolate today, so I feel like I'm treating myself too. I don't really have to worry about culture in Denmark. We just don't have that. I mean, like, I have, like, my family from Nova Scotia, sure, they've got, like, things that make it Nova Scotia things, like boiled icing and lobster rolls. What else is, like, a Nova Scotia thing that I can call into, like, onto my culture? We didn't do a ton of Lithuanian culture things when I was little. Or even now, like, my dad, he's the only one left in his family, so, like, we don't have connections to the Lithuanian side because he was born here, so I don't have any of that side. The Nova Scotia side, I mean, there's some stuff, but it's more like family than it is necessarily like culture stuff. So I'll get my culture side from Alex, and then I can just make Russian food, and I can be like, see kids, you have culture. What the heck is boiled frosting? It sounds delicious. It is. It's kind of like somewhere between a meringue and a cream cheese icing. So it's like egg whites, but instead of the egg whites just being whipped, they're whipped on heat. So it's like boiled egg whites, but you whip them while it's very shiny and sweet and very it looks fancy on a cake. It looks different somehow. It's really good. It's yummy. It's shiny and it's like glossy and smooth. I need to have some liquids. Go get some. Make your grandchildren call you babushka. No thanks. I'm gonna be like something cool, like Mima or Nana, not Nana, or Gamma, or I don't know. Maybe I'll just be Laura. Let's first get to the point where we have kids. Maybe I won't have kids and then I won't be a grandma. I'll just be Great Aunt Laura. I'm definitely gonna be the #1 aunt, that's for sure. Let's see about kids when we get there. Oh, by the way, when I was cleaning out the animal rooms, I took my aloe. I had a granny and a grandma. I had a grandma and a nana. Alex has a babushka and another babushka, because Russia things. So my grandmother's name is Laura, and we call her Grana. Oh, Grana, that's kind of nice. Grana. Somewhere between Gran and Grandma. I don't know, I just want it to be something that, like, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's kind of, it'll be whatever the kid says first, right? Whatever the first grandkid says, that'll be what the grandparent name is, I think. If the first kid says Gamma, now you're Gamma forever. Congratulations, you have been named by a 2-year-old. Your name is now Gamma. My other grandmother is Grammy Janice. I just did Grandma, Grandma, and Nana. Nana was the Lithuanian one. Babushka. Alex's mom will be Babushka if she wants to. Unless she wants to be Grandma. She could be whatever she wants. I have to go. Sounds good, Rosalie. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming. Best wishes for the baby chickens. Thank you. In Germany we call them Küken. Küken. Little Küken. I'm trying to think of a German word that I know. Dankeschön. You'll be Nana Crochet. Aw, Nana Crochet. Nana Yarny. Yarny Nana. Crafty Nana. Crafty Gamma. I'm trying to think of things that kids would call. Oh my god, Grammy Janice has a great granddaughter and she called Grammy Uncle Janice when she was 2. It was so funny. Uncle Janice. That's perfect. I'll have to go make some lunch. Sounds good. Enjoy. Sounds amazing. Makes me want to have something sweet. You should have boiled icing on a double chocolate cake, because that's how it's served. I hope lunch is good. Yes. Alex, I just cackled. Last minute Nana. Last minute Nana! Sorry, I can't watch you tonight, kids. I forgot that I don't want to. Just off to ogle at Omar Sheriff. Who's Omar Sheriff? Just watch it. Just watch it to ogle at. Just watch it to ogle at Omar Sheriff. I don't know who that is. I still have a crocheted blanket that my granny made for me when I started college. See, that's the kind of granny I want to be. I want to be the one that makes them a sweater in their college colors and then makes myself a sweater in their college colors. I want to be like, I want to be doing yarn things well into my old age. Hello from Tasmania. Welcome, Grace. And hello from Southern Ontario. I'm knitting because now I'm a knitter. My grandson called me hubby granddad egg the other day. My hubby is bald. Called your hubby granddad egg? Poor baby. Your poor hub. Unless he's totally cool with going bald, and then LOL. I know some guys are super sensitive about it. I mean, I think I'd probably be sensitive about it if I was just straight up going bald too, but I don't know. My grandma taught me to crochet. Good memories. Oh, definitely. Elmer Sheriff, a very, very, very handsome actor who was in Dr. Zhivago. Thank you. No, go back to the hook. I will go back to the hook. I'm just trying to learn knitting, so I have to practice. Here's so far what I've got. It will be a sweater. Oh, excuse me, my back just cracked so loud. Oh, what I was going to say to you was when I was cleaning, I took my aloe out. So my aloe has not been watered now in like 3 months. And it hasn't been watered all winter, but it's got all these baby aloes in it. There's one there, one in the back, one up there, a little one in the front. So here are my biggest aloe plant. Did I just get a text? Oh my goodness. Probably my sister's. Yep. Yay, my grandpa just got vaccinated. I just got a photo. Lol. Thank you, older sister. Sent a picture of him like this. Looks fantastic. Isn't it good? I know. I'll be right back. I just have to pee. Just hold on one sec. Talk amongst yourselves, okay? And I need a glass of water. Not yet. Alex in the shower. Donka, hopefully I can get my first one soon. Oh, did you get yours? That's awesome. Oh, empty. Oh, hey there, Frida. Grandma Black and Grandma Red and Grandpa. My mom was Grandma Black. She wore a lot of black. That's cute. Anyway, I haven't said this in like several minutes. Have you hit the like button, friends? Because I would really appreciate it if you could click the like button. Hey there, handsome.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm about to leave.
Where are you going? You going out to party? Bless you. Thanks, Peekaboo. Are you going out to party?
I wish.
You better not be going to party. It's a global pandemic, didn't you know?
No.
It is.
Fake news.
Don't say that.
Fake news.
You're gonna get me banned on YouTube. For the first time during this year-long pandemic, I'm going to be home alone!
Do you need yours refilled too?
Or
just mine for now?
No, yeah, I need mine. All of them.
All of them?
Yeah. Thank you.
Can I pick them up today?
Yeah, you can pick them up today. I'm out of the Adderall version.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. What time does the pharmacy close at?
I don't know, like 8 or something? No?
Oh.
Why?
Nothing, I just wanted to go shopping.
At the pharmacy?
For makeup. I don't want to go today though, so never mind. We'll do it another time. We don't have.
Is that okay if I go? Because I have to go get mine.
Yeah. No, get mine too. Get mine too.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go then.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Drive safely. See ya. Wear your mask. Obviously.
Yeah. Bye.
I love you.
Fine, love.
Drive safely.
Yep.
I heard someone call it pan pizza. Call it a pan pizza. Call what a pan pizza? I don't believe I've ever seen this fellow people are saying is so handsome. Who? My handsome guy? There's no chicks in the cage. Not yet, there's not, Frida, but they are hatching. We've got 4 that are on the go. They are on the hatch. Probably today at some point we're gonna have 4 chickens, so it's coming. My parents left to go get her second shot and my little brother is leaving for work. My older brother hasn't arrived yet. Oh, take your moment of silence and just scream into the void. I'm happy for you, Mary Grace. Get a room, you two. Man, we've been together a decade. I think we can kiss. We don't even do any TMI out in public. He doesn't even grab my butt in public because we're just together for 10 years. I just did see him, so forget what I just said. Oh, you have never seen Alex, David? Yes, he is very handsome. He's a handsome Russian man. My mail order husband. Not literally, but that's what my brother called him the first time he met him, and I thought it was very funny. So excited, me and the pets. Oh, true love, Mary Grace, true love. I meant someone referred to the pandemic as a pan pizza. That's funny. Love the short hair, Alex. I know, right? He looks good with it.
Thanks.
I have married 29 years and mine grabs mine. Well, Alex and I, at our family gatherings, I'm usually like hanging out with my sisters, and he like just sort of honors that and hangs out with whoever's around. He's really chill. So yeah, we don't really, we're not like canoodling at family events where I'm sitting and hanging out with my sisters. I saw the fireside video and he is very handsome. I think so too. That's why I'm gonna marry him this summer, you guys. Which is going to get really heavy and exciting towards the end of summer because I have to plan a wedding. Are you guys ready?
Bye.
I love you too, bye. Are you ready to plan a wedding on YouTube with me? Because I'm gonna need your help because like I said, my dad and I were talking about like when. I went over to my parents' house last week to pick up some carrots. Anyway, we were talking and he was like, so you're gonna do it this summer, eh? And I was like, ugh. Yeah, and he was like, oh, someone's excited to get married, and I was like, we've just been together so long. He and I are both just kind of at the point where we're like, can't we just like go sign a paper or something? But at the same time, I want to have like a wedding, but at the same time, it's also still a pandemic, so it's like, well, I'm no good at that since I eloped. Well, you could still help me with finding ways to make it cheap but beautiful, because as a happy poor person, I'm not going to put a whole bunch of money down on a wedding. We're trying to put together a budget, and Alex has already put aside an amount, and so have I. So we are gonna put it together, and I'm gonna start paying for stuff soon. But I don't know, I have to figure everything out. You've talked about the dress you plan to make for it. Yes, I am going to make my dress. I'm going to dye the bridesmaid dresses. I told the I'm calling them bridesmaids, but the wedding isn't even big enough to really call them bridesmaids. My best friend and my sisters, I'm gonna have them all buy themselves a white linen or white cotton dress, just something that they like, and then I'll have them give it to me so that I can dye it. That way it can be something they wear again. It's not like a bridesmaid dress, but at the same time we'll all sort of have some continuity. Hey there, Bang, you have a good day as well. We paid for the honeymoon instead. Oh, that sounds nice. There are social rituals that mark life stages that are important for individuals, family, and communities. Weddings are one of them. Yeah. I mean, I do have mixed feelings about it, because like we've been doing the married thing already, but I do still want to do, I want to wear a white dress, and I want to dress up, and I want to like say things that are nice to Alex, you know what I mean? Like on a stage. I still want to do all that stuff. I don't want to do like a first dance, and I don't want to do like a dance with my dad and my mom and him do a dance with his mom. Like that stuff for me, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel uncomfortable, but that's just me. My husband and I are married 10 years this year. Congratulations. We're going to recreate our wedding pictures. Oh, that'll be nice. I think my family were slightly miffed. Yeah, I bet. There is a housefly in my house. Sorry, it's bothering me a lot. But yeah, anyway, I want to do a dress. Alex wants to wear like a nice man outfit. I don't know what he's gonna make, or what he's gonna wear, sorry, if he's gonna do like a full tux or if he's gonna do something a little more laid back, like a sport coat and pants. But I know he wants to dress up. Like, he doesn't want to just wear jeans, you know? Which is good, because I also want to dress up. I don't think I'll wear shoes. I think shoes are overrated, and I'm going to be getting married in my backyard anyway, in a handmade dress, so I think I'll just get a pedicure, and that'll be my shoes. 33 years here. Well done, Kathy. It's a long time. That's nice, Alex. Yes. Hi, everyone. Hey, Claudia. Helen. I was with my hubby 12 years before we got married. Now we have been married 12 years. Holy moly. Yeah, we're in May. Oh my God, that's soon. In May, we're hitting 10 years. May 18th is our 10-year anniversary. Oh my God. We're going to be 10 years together. Officially 10 years together. That's crazy. I had red sneakers. 33 years, congrats. That is a long time, totally. Will there be a wedding video for us? I was wondering if we should just live stream it. I thought that might be fun. I know it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's kind of like anything. Maybe it's silly. I thought it might be fun though, because then everybody who we would have invited to our wedding, you know, like if we had the whole 100-person wedding, we can just post a link. Helen, we did 10 years married on our 10-year day. Oh, really? Aw, well, we're going to be getting married the summer of our 10 years. What am I knitting? Bang? I don't know. Right now it's just a rectangle. I think it's going to be a sweater if I can keep up with knitting. If I hate it at some point, then I'll cast off and it'll be something else. But if I can keep it on the hook, on the needles, it's going to be a sweater. My parents are about to celebrate 33 years. Wow. I feel like my parents are coming up on 40 pretty soon. They maybe 35. I'm not sure. I am able to figure it out, but I don't want to count backwards in my head right now. They're up there though. I had 14 years with relationship for both of us. Woo! I wanted to get married. First relationship for the two of you for 14 years. That's a lot. 14 years and it was both of your firsts. I'll be with my boyfriend for 3 years in April. I want to get married on that day too. Aw, April 15th. It's a perfect day. All you need is a light jacket. It's April 15th, right? Or is that April 20 something? From Miss Congeniality, the movie. My husband and I are 49 years. Next year's the big one. Wow. You gonna do anything for it? Well, I mean, if the world isn't on fire and you're able to. I can't wait until we can just get vaccinated and like go plant shopping and to the thrift store without worrying about killing anyone. I just want to go to the thrift store without worrying about killing anyone. Can I just do that? It didn't used to be so hard. Well, I'm 2 years single and better off for it. My ass was a buttock. Just one. He didn't even deserve both. He wasn't even a buttocks. He was just a buttock. He only gets a halfie. Claudia, I don't know. Fair. Helen, we signed the paper and eloped. Had a slight panic attack in between. Yep, that makes sense. Well, everybody in my family has known that we were going to get married since we were like 2 years into our relationship, and then we got engaged at like 5.5 years in, so it's been almost 5 years that we've been engaged. So it'll be here most likely, unless something else wonderful and impromptu shows up. I think I want to just do it in our backyard. Do the wedding tent, you know, where they have like a little bit of a floor stage type thing, and then it's like a big white plastic tent, but it's not ugly somehow. It's like a big tent for 4 parties. Interesting news. 2 of my close friends announced to me they were pregnant this week. That's awesome, Kiana. 2 separate pregnancies, or 2 of your friends have 1 pregnancy? You know, I have mixed reviews, and most of the way I lean towards is that it's cringe, but you know, like when guys go, we're pregnant. Yep, we're pregnant. We're having a baby. I don't know. I mean, again, this is not, I'm not making any statement about gender things. That's a completely separate thing. I'm saying when like a husband goes, we're pregnant, like no. they're pregnant. We are having a baby, but we're pregnant. I don't know. I don't like it. I think that just one person's pregnant and the two people made a baby, but just one person's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? We got married in Thailand during the Vietnam War. Oh my goodness. That's interesting. That sounds like it has a story to go with it. I agree. Women are pregnant. They do all the work, right? Well, that's how, yeah. I just feel it's weird when a guy goes, "We're pregnant." In my head, I'm just like, you are not. Unless you are, and then congrats, but you're not. So you mean that your wife is pregnant, you know? Laura, I want to speak English. Learn me, please. I would love to learn you some English, but I have to learn me some English first. Do you hear the way that I speak? Not a good teacher for surezies. You're going to end up with all kinds of weird words in your vocab if you listen to me. Claudia, oh yeah. I had a wedding at home in my garden. It was magical. Really, Donka? Because that's pretty much what we're doing here. I'm going to be planting a whole lot of flowers. We're going to do a huge mass planting of cosmos because it actually says on the seed packet it is stunning as a mass planting. So you bet your butt I'm going to make it a stunning mass planting. And we're going to have cosmos and sunflowers and marigolds and chamomile. Those are pretty much, so it's going to be all shades of gold and yellow and orange, which is a bummer because I would never have chosen those colors for my wedding colors, but it's going to be the flowers. So I think that we'll do pink as the actual colors, and then gold will be all of the flower things. There's a documentary on a trans man who's pregnant. See, that's what I mean. I'm not making any commentary on that when I say, when the husband says we're pregnant. That's a separate thing that I'm not at all touching on in this sentence. I'm just saying that when a husband and a wife are saying they're pregnant, but they say we're pregnant, I'm like, incorrect. Obviously in like gender non-conforming situations, trans situations, obviously it's not the same scenario that I'm talking about. Go through the seeds box and make a wildflower bed with all the ones I gave you. I've pulled out all of the nicest, the ones that I could recognize the names of, I'm going to be honest. I've tried starting a few of them candies, and so far I haven't gotten any successful germinations, but I only tried like 3 different varieties so far, so we shall see. I think I'm going to do a lot of the daisies though. I'm going to just plant them to see if they'll grow. How's Peekaboo? Is she having kids? Bang, Peekaboo's great. She's not having kids. She wasn't pregnant. She's just fat. And I have no idea what way is up or down. So there's that. No, Bang, she's not pregnant. Nope. Sounds great, but also remember I was a hippie. No shoes, flowers in your hair. That sounds like me. No shoes, definitely. But I'm not a fan of, like, these colors don't look good on me in wedding scenarios because I'll be super red and like sunburned at the end of summer, so this type of thing won't look good on me. My puppy dog is pregnant 2 weeks ago. That's exciting, Sega. I mean, if it was on purpose. If it wasn't on purpose, it's still exciting, but it's also a little more stressful, I guess. It's like when new parents say that we've learned to talk. Yeah, we learned to, did we? Did we? Yeah, good for you. Congrats. It makes me just be like, I don't want kids. But then it's like, I don't want kids because I don't want to deal with other parents. Can I just have a kid and never deal with other parents? I don't think so. Frida, Dawn, that must be such a sacrifice being trans and doing such a feminine thing. Blows my mind to think about. And not just that, it wouldn't just be doing a feminine thing. It would be like you'd have to stop any of the treatments you're doing, right? So you'd have to stop your hormones, start taking different hormones. Like, yeah, it would be a definite sacrifice. It would be for sure a mental health issue, for sure. Wouldn't you think? If you're already dealing with like body dysmorphia and now there's a human growing inside of you, and no, I can't imagine that would have been an easy situation for their mental health, for surezies. But that was, again, that's not the argument I was making. I was just saying, like, when dads go, we're having a baby, I'm like, no, you're not. You have to model good behaviors too, jackasses. Fair. Not on purpose. She met a black lab around the back of the bins at the local pub, around the back of the bins. What kind of dog is yours, Sega? A black lab is the daddy, and what's your doggy? What kind of puppies are we getting? Yep, lactating, what a mindstorm. Not everyone does the physical transformation, but yeah, no hormones. Yes, not everyone does the physical transformation, but no hormones. And if you've been taking hormones for any period of time, it's definitely going to be a difference. You're going to feel something. It's not going to be a good thing. If you've transitioned to male from female and now you're growing a person inside, like, it's not going to, I can't imagine there would be a lot of good mental health going on there. That's my brain. She's a Springer mix. Oh god. So they're gonna be Springer Spaniel Black Lab puppies. That's a risky puppy. That's gonna be a cute little dog. A Springer Spaniel Black Lab. That sounds like a great idea. That's a great idea. I did it before hormones. Still difficult though. Well, you did it before. So it is difficult then. I mean, I'm not talking from experience, so maybe you can speak to it better than I can, but it definitely sounds difficult. No pressure to talk about anything you guys don't want to talk about. If I ever ask questions of you, you don't have to answer them. Laura, do you come to Istanbul? No, not yet. I have not come to Turkey ever. I have only gone, I don't know why I was going to say to other places. I have not gone to Turkey yet, no. Someday maybe. I want one of those puppies, right? David, if you were UK, you could. Oh, wouldn't that be funny? That would be amazing if just a whole bunch of people from the stream adopted puppies from other people. I'm just realizing how horribly inappropriate that movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger is a pregnant man. Yeah, there's a lot of movies when you watch them later, you're like, oh no, you can't do that. You can't. Didn't anyone tell you? You can't do that. There's a lot of movies like that. It's called like The 80s. Love that movie. Very good. Why did you come to Istanbul? I did not come to Istanbul. I have never been to Istanbul. I've had learned so much from talking about their experience. I find that I have a huge fear of putting my foot in my mouth, and now I have some pretty good close friends who are very educated on lots of different topics related to lots of different things, and I'm getting better at knowing when to stop talking. My pigeon eggs are going to hatch in 2 or 3 days. Oh, that's exciting. That's the entirety of Glee. Pretty much, Kiana. Honestly, Alex and I had a whole Glee thing, like 4 or 5, not even 4 or 5, it must have been 3 days ago. We were just sitting in the living room watching old Glee videos, like just the music clips of the TV shows on YouTube. And then we had this whole talk about like what happened to all of the cast members of Glee and like some of the storylines that they explored, and we were like, there's no way Glee could literally have ever happened now. There's no way they could have started all over again and been like, let's do Glee. Like it was really good when it came out, and now if you try and watch it again, you're like, oh no, who was I when I was watching this to think this was the best? I wasn't out to anyone except my husband, and the most terrible thing was everyone saying I'm supposed to feel like I'm not feeling most, what part of the rest was something my body did. Well, that's awesome that your husband supported you through it, and that you had a good support system for that with him. Hopefully now that everything is out in the open, you've got more support. At least I hope so, Alex. My son announced I'm grieving for the daughter. Oh, I'm sorry, Sega, but at the same time, be a supportive mom, because if you're not a supportive mom, you will lose your kid. You are better to be excited about the son you've gained than to be mourning the daughter you've lost, at least to your child, because your child is your child, and if you do not love your new son will leave you. Parents need to, your love is unconditional, right? Exactly, absolutely, Sega. Good. I mean, I'm not trying to be a bitch or anything, it's just in my head, I'm like, when I heard that, I was worried it could have gone in a sadder direction. Still your kid, same kid. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know. I love the parents of weird kids who are happy that their kids are weird. You know, the ones who support their kids through their weirdest times. The parents of the weird artists who make the weird art that everyone thinks is weird, but the parents are always there at the opening show. I don't know. I feel like you're supposed to be that. When you're a parent, if you make a whole other person that you wanted to bring into the world, you're supposed to, like, they are a whole separate person. I think this is part of it, right? Like, we're supposed to teach the next generation. Like, if you have kids and you're like, I'm gonna have kids because I want to have kids, but you're not making another you. You're making a whole other person that you're supposed to steward until they're able to. So if your kid's a whole separate person from you. You just never can make them you. And I feel like as long as people know that, there's more room for just being like, oh, that's great, I'm happy, I love you, you're my kid. No matter what you do, that won't change. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like if I ever have a kid, I really hope that I'll be able to parent them in a way that they don't have to heal from the way that I parented them, you know? I'm gonna be that kind of mom. Good. I hope so. Yes, definitely. Everyone is very supportive. My mother went through the same thing, but she says she sees how happy I am. That's awesome. I'm glad. I'm sorry if it hurt along the way, but I'm glad you're out on the other end of it now. I still have an online crush on a very talented trans man on TikTok. A very talented trans man on TikTok crush, huh? How does Ola feel about that? He's still mine. Totally support. Just difficult adjusting as he's my firstborn and he's been my daughter for 20 years, but I love him, whatever. Well, again, your feelings are totally valid because you're a full and complete person too. So you're allowed to feel your feelings. Just remember, even if it is your truth, everything that you say to the people that you love, it may stick with them forever. I feel like sometimes when we're feeling our own feelings, this isn't speaking to you specifically, Sega, so don't take this as me speaking specifically on this situation, but I feel like when we talk to people, you know, like the world says, like, speak your truth, tell people exactly how you feel, but you do have to recognize whatever you tell people about how you feel, you have to live with the repercussions of you telling them that. If you tell someone something that you can't take back, they may never forget it, you know? You have to be aware. So I feel like that's kind of something forgot because people are like, I deserve to be able to tell my truth always. And like, that is true, but you also have to accept that whatever your truth is, whoever you say your truth to has all the right to react in the way that they're going to react too. So you may end up without a person in your life if you really need to have that conflict at that time, you know? Laura, what do you think about Bitcoin? Lol. I think that I should sell some NFTs and you should send me some Bitcoin. I don't know anything about it. I've tried to understand it. I think that I would love to earn tons and tons of money in cryptocurrency, but I just don't understand it. Amen. Thank you, Dawn. No worries. Thank you, Sega. He knows as well as I that it's just an online personality. It's not a threat at all. Ola is my love. Well, good. True. Be honest, but aware that others have feelings too. Yes, definitely be honest. Don't hide the truths, but also recognize that if you say something and your truth hurts somebody to a point that they don't want to be, that they can't heal from whatever you've truthed them with, that can happen. Like, your actions have consequences. Everybody's actions have consequences. Even if you think you're in the right, you may find that you get consequences that you didn't necessarily want. I don't know, it's like the older I am, the more I realize, like, oh, I actually can keep my mouth closed in an argument and leave out the thing I could have said. I could have said that thing that was really gonna make me win this fight, but instead, I'm not gonna say it because it's not actually helpful to this discussion, you know? Being right is the booby prize. Yeah, it is. It's a booby prize, definitely. There's a balance between your supposed need to speak and consideration for others. NFTs are really bad for the environment. Hey, Michelina, and also I've been hearing that in all of the discussions that have been going on the internet in the last couple of weeks because of the whole NFT art bonanza that's been happening. I've heard that it's bad for the environment. Speaking your truth is a great way to get rid of people you never liked anyway. Absolutely, Nancy. If it's someone that you never really care about how they think, then definitely speak your truth all the way. But if it's someone you care to keep in your life, speak your truth, but maybe see how spicy your truth is in your head before you say it out loud. Non-fungible token, Dawn. So from what I understand, which is very little, you can buy a picture print of the Mona Lisa and it will be worth $15, but if you were to purchase the Mona Lisa, it's priceless. An NFT is like purchasing the Mona Lisa of a given artwork. So if I draw a picture of thunder, I can sell you the NFT, which is essentially like me selling the picture of thunder but with my signature on it. But somehow I still also own the picture. I don't really understand it at all. I don't understand it. And I don't understand why. Alex said that a lot of people who are putting money in it right now are just people who have a ton of Bitcoin from the beginning and they're just like playing with funny money, like it's not real life for them. It's not like people are putting in huge amounts of physical like cash into Bitcoin. It's like people who had Bitcoin are spending it on NFTs. But I don't know. It is very confusing, Frida. Whenever I hear the word fungible, I think of fungi. Yeah, me too. Me too. Fungible. You can't buy mushrooms with those tokens. It's non-fungible. I can't buy any mushrooms. Crush, not couch above. The TikTok man is in theater school and does a whole bunch of fantastic OC's best. So beside the crush, he is very talented. Well, that's nice too. Double bonus. Speaking of, you got that. Mourning the loss of the future you envisioned for your child, which is difficult, but definitely not as difficult as mourning the loss of a child. Oh, most definitely. Not as difficult as that. I would love to be so rich that I could spend money for fun, right? Excuse me for a moment, I'm heading over to Google. Yes, do, because mine definitely was not a good explanation of what it is. Okay, well now that Alex left, that means he's out of the shower. So that means I can go to the bathroom now, so I'm gonna go pee now. I went a minute ago, but Alex was still in the shower. Let me just finish my row. Now talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I thought Bitcoin was laundering mafia money. I mean, it may. Who knows? We'll find out in 5 to 10 years. BRB. Okie dokie. Here I am, back from outer space. Okay, so, wow, this chair needs to be replaced. Anybody want to buy me a new chair? Alex and I keep arguing over whether we should get new computer chairs, but they're like $300 and I'm not a millionaire. I wanted to show you my asparagus fern, which is actually not a fern, it is an asparagus. It is doing really well. This is the one I'm like I am cloning for my friend who doesn't have one. These are hard to come by now, apparently, which makes me feel fancy. Sorry, I just noticed there's some dry fronds, so I'm gonna just trim them off. Anyway, these are harder to come by now, so I got one of mine another one that needs to be trimmed. I got one of mine that was pretty big and I split it and put it into a new thing for her. So here's the second one. Do you want to see my main one? So here's my one asparagus fern. They're just a cute little tree. And then my other asparagus fern, this is the craziest thing. So it's right here, this plant, you can see. This frond, there's a frond growing up, and it's wrapped itself around 1 time, 2 times, 3 times on its own. It wrapped itself around that vine. Look at this thing. Hold on a second there. It's an asparagus. Oh, sorry. So it's not meant to wrap around things. It's just supposed to grow. But check this out. So the whole body of it. And then look. Look how long this is. All the way up. And do you see how it's all curled? It grows in a counterclockwise spiral. Do you see how long it is? It goes all the way out to here. It's so big. Anyway, that's my asparagus fern. There. You can grab on again at your own leisure. But they grow clockwise around stuff. Why use one when 5 will do? What? That uses up a lot of electricity. It gets more expensive every day because of artificial scarcity. You can create an NFT from not your artwork and sell it even if you don't own the image. That's so confusing. Oh, sorry. I literally screamed sorry, Mary Grace. I'm going to have to get used to being home alone again. The noise. I'm diagnosed with Asperger's, but now they say that's under autism. Who knows? I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. It's really hard to prove who's the author too. You can lose the profits from that piece to someone else. So confusing. Yeah, I'm just gonna instead just make videos on the internet for you guys. Is that okay? And if you want to support me and you don't want to buy my art, just support me on Patreon, or you can just send me real money. You don't have to buy NFTs. You can just send me real money via PayPal. That's so cringe, I'm sorry. But there are links to all of the ways that you can support me. I sell my art on Redbubble. I have a Patreon, I have a PayPal, I have an Amazon wish list, and I have a mailing address. So there's lots of ways to support me without doing any kind of Bitcoin thing at all. And you definitely should join the Patreon because then you can guess how many chicks are gonna hatch. And then, ooh, actually, you know what might be a fun thing to do with the giveaway? Maybe whoever's right can name one of the chicks. What do you think? Wouldn't that be fun? We could do a chick naming giveaway. Whoever wins the question about how many hatch, maybe they can name one. What do you think? I don't think higher functioning is in the autism thing anymore. I thought they took that out because high functioning isn't descriptive, because there can be non-vocal people who are competent but would not go under high functioning ? Or there's something I think high functioning is not no good anymore because it gives value or something. There's something where it makes it like not person first. Is that right? I feel like I've heard that before. I've won something one time my whole life, a sorbet maker, and I know that since before the sorbet I'd never won anything. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe this is the time, Frida. Maybe you need to win a chick naming contest. What do you think we should name them? I want to name one Juniper. I decided I like the name Juniper now, so I want to name one of them Juniper. Little Junie. Junie the chick. Juniper. What other names could we do? Did I call you Dave? Sorry, David. My mistake. Sega, it's so confusing. I'm supposed to be high functioning. I wonder who thought of that. Certainly was not me. Lol. Ooh, sage. I actually do like sage. Sage and juniper. We could go all herbs with this one. We could have like little parsley. Chamomile. We don't have a chamomile yet. No, others did. Okay, cool, David. Thank you. I was always second place in every art competition when I was younger. That's annoying, Michelina. They just didn't want you to get too in your head about how amazing you were. That's what it is. Basil! Hello, Basil! Oh, little Basil. Oh, Alex and I also started watching this British thing. Sorry, my pharmacy just texted me that Alex picked up my prescription. Thank you, pharmacy. We started watching this British sitcom called The It Crowd, or The IT Crowd. It's cute. And I like their accents. Basil, and sage, and chamomile, and, what other herbs? Rosemary. We don't have a rosemary. I don't know, the more chickens we get, the less I'm worried about their names being easy to say, because I don't say all of their names every single day. Oh yeah, David? That's awesome. I like it too. I really like Moss. He's my favorite. He's like a sexy Sheldon Cooper who isn't evil. He's like if Sheldon Cooper was a gentle soul and attractive. That's who Moss is. And Rosemary. Well, we already have a Rosie. Well, we still have Rosie. We have Rosie, Daisy, and Fern. We don't have Posy anymore. Posy got taken away by a hawk last fall. So we don't have Posy. But I like Sage. But Basil's a boy's name. Do you think we could just have a girl named Basil and call it a day? Because the chicken won't notice because it's a human word anyway. Rosemary. Thyme isn't really a name, so I don't think I'd do that. Parsley? Almost like Paisley, and Paisley's a name. Basila. Basila. Our little Lady Basil. Or we could call her Lady Basil, you know? Like as if she's the lady of a land. The Lady Basil. The great I'm watching Outlander. The great lady of Basil. Can you tell? This is actually growing pretty fast. Can we talk about how I'm getting there? Dilly is a woman's nickname. Little Dilly. For what? What would that be a nickname of? Dilanzia. Oh, my pharmacy can now pre-packet your pills day by day for you. Ooh, so you get a little packet for Monday morning? That sounds amazing. Duchess Basil. This is Duchess Basil. I don't hate that. Duchess Basil sounds nice to me. I actually kind of like Lady Basil though. The Duchess of Basil. The Duke of Basilingham. You could just make anything a place. The Duchess of Basilingham. The chickens are at my back door, like pecking at the door. I'm not, what are they? They're not coming in. They are chickens. You're outdoor pets. They try to get into the back door because the back door has like the heat. So it's warm and they like want to come inside. Mostly it's just Fern and Daisy always trying to come inside. But there's like 4 of them on the deck right now. The Duchess, is Thunder throwing a fit yet? Not just yet. He seems to be alright as long as Peekaboo doesn't get involved. He doesn't freak out too bad at the chickens. Unless they knock on the door and it sounds like a knock, then he'll lose his actual flippin' mind. But for now, he seems alright. What are other herbs? I like chamomile. There was a 1 to 2 week waiting period, but I'm so excited I'll definitely pay for that. I'm so bad at remembering to take them. Yeah, I have one of those organizers so that I know like my pills per day. I have a 2-week organizer and it's perfect for me, but if a doctor could just do it for me so that it was already in a blister pack for me, that'd be great. I'd be so down for that. I hated the prepackaged daily meds, but loved the vitamins for the morning. I mean, Tarragon. Tarragon's kind of cool because it kind of sounds like Aragon, which reminds me of dragons, and therefore chickens are dragons, right? Tarragon, I am mother of chickens. This is my fire-breathing chicken named Tarragon. I like Tarragon, actually. Plus Terra. Majorum. Expecto Majorum! I've been saying a lot of words that are just plant names, and Alex just says them like Expecto Patronum. So if I say the Latin names of any plant, or the Latin names of, not Latin names, the breed names of chickens, he says them like a spell. Anytime I use Latin when explaining something to him, he immediately says it like Harry Potter saying a spell. So just know that. Anytime that I'm like, do you like this plant? It's an Oxalis triangularis. He'll go, Oxalis triangularis! Like he's trying to summon his Patronus. Which I guess would be a leprechaun. Anyway, just so you know. Anytime Alex hears Latin, he is Harry Potter. Oh, sorry, someone already said that. What was that? Sage. I do like sage. I didn't realize I was out of one for like 5 days. Wow, I was messed up. Let's get ready to rumble. Literally. Okay, let me write down a couple of those names because I do like sage. I like tarragon. Majorum. I like Majora, like Majora's Mask, but we're supposed to stick to herbs, aren't we? Because it's gonna get hard if we start having multiple themes, you know? No, that would summon me. I'm the Oxalis. True. Frida, you arrived late. I got a new one. I got a new healthy purple one for $3. Isn't that nice? And look, my plant pot was made in Germany. I got it for 25 cents at the thrift store. Anyway, I got a new plant. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, page for writing names. Oh, I don't even need a new page. I just need my black pen. I'll just use pencil. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we have sage. Oh, sage. Tarragon. Maybe basil, but probably not because it's a boy's name. And rosemary. Allspice. We'll have allspice. Majorum, nickname Margie. But then I'll call her Margie and that won't be... Time isn't a name either, you know? Come here, Time. Not that I say come here to any of them. Hello? They're literally trying to break into this house. My meds make me sweatier than usual, but if I forget to take it, I sweat nonstop. It's unfortunate because the medicine does what it's supposed to do, but it has an annoying side effect. I mean, it shows you how much we really don't know about our own bodies. Here, this is here to help your heart pump the correct amount of blood at the correct pressure, but you'll get diarrhea. What? I don't know. Okay. This is meant to prevent you from getting pregnant, but it will also make your boobs grow and hurt. But it's fine. It's okay. Like, that seems kind of crazy. I bet you in 500 years, people will look back on, like, our documentation and be like, you put things... What? They, like... They're gonna look at us like we're eating, like, what's the thing inside of a thermometer? Mercury. My meds keep me too close to the bathroom. There you go. Oleander. Oleander. Parsley. Parsley. This is little parsley. Maybe. I kind of like how it sounds. That's all. Parsley. Mary Grace. I started having night sweats when I got my antidepressants, but not a lot. Started wearing a nightie. There you go. Feel like my antidepressants haven't had too many bad side effects, I don't think. I don't think I can, like, not that I can, like, name. Just like I was lethargic for quite a while at the beginning. I feel like I only perked up on my antidepressants, like, several months in. We were totally just guessing with a lot of meds. It feels that way. When you see the side effects on some things, it sure feels like they're just guessing. Ironically, there's one that is sickly sweet syrup meant to reproduce the functions of my failing liver, but I can only stand it with a shot of Fireball. LOL. That's silly. Not the fact that you need meds for your liver, but I mean, the fact that it's only stomachable with alcohol. That is a painful irony. Just the TMI side effect that I have too. Ugh. Sorry, my eyeball has that thing in it. I've never had an antidepressant work. Oh god, my antidepressants are giving me life right now. Or at least either that or I'm just healed. Part of me is like, I'm cured, I don't need them anymore, but I think that's what happens when you're in like a good place, you know? I'm finally on like the perfect blend. I just had my doctor's appointment on Thursday, and even in the doctor's appointment I was like, honestly, I'm good. Like, refill me on my panic attack pills, refill me on my Adderall, but otherwise, I'm alright right now. Everything's going okay. Because usually, like, my doctor's also a psychiatrist, so she, like, will ask mental health stuff. Like, yes, I have my counselors and my what are they called? My therapist for that stuff, but she also is a psychiatrist, so she asks and she keeps up with the meds and stuff. And, yeah, I was like, I don't have anything to report. Everything's mostly okay. I can recognize when I'm manic now, which is great. And then when I'm getting depressed or anxious, I recognize it earlier. It's awesome. And she's like, that's awesome, honey. She calls me honey. No, don't stop the antidepressants. Bad things happen. So I hear, Frida. So I hear. It's really rude, though, that depression and antidepressants do this thing that when they're working, you're like, I don't need them because I don't have the symptoms anymore. Because they're working, you don't have the symptoms anymore, Laura. On my antidepressant box, it says specifically I can't have grapefruit juice. Not grapefruit as in the fruit, just the juice. Yes, if you are on a bunch of differents that can make birth control ineffective as well. It does something, some acid in the grapefruit does that, where it can make your stuff interact incorrectly with other stuff, and it can make it ineffective. It can make it digest it faster, or like half-life goes up or something. I've had a very strange dreams. Not nightmares, just weird and sometimes very funny. I had really weird dreams, Nancy, on, what was that thing? Melatonin. I started taking melatonin a while back because I was having a really hard time sleeping. I'm not taking it right now, but I was, and I was having like nutty dreams. That is interesting though. It's weird how those things, like, it's affecting something. Obviously it's affecting something if it's making dreams happen, you know? I think that's interesting. But I do also think in like 100 years they'll look back on like what we do and they'll be like, that was barbarism. Those barbarians. Did they even know what Adderall was? You know? Or they'll be like, it was a ritualistic medicinal thing. Dawn, Nancy, I hear you, the stories. Yeah, you have weird ones too? So strange. And it's strange that it affects multiple people. Like, dreams are so weird and like magical already. You know what I mean? Like, how is a chemical making a story in your head? It just doesn't, it's confusing and magical. And the fact that you can like take a drug and it will interact with your magical secret storytelling. I don't know, super strange. I was on citalopram. I'm on escitalopram, not citalopram. Mine has an E in it, but it's the same energy of the same. It's still an antidepressant. I haven't really had anything else work great since. Nobody knows what to prescribe me because I always have side effects. I've been really happy with not having side effects, or at least side effects that there haven't been any that I've recognized as side effects. If there have been any, they've been so minor that they could be blending in with like regular stuff. And I really do appreciate that, because I had like really bad side effects with Adderall where I would get like huge amounts of anxiety. And then when I switched and got onto it's a different thing. It's not Adderall, but it's the same thing. It's just not the same chemical, but it has the same thing, and Adderall made me cold. I would have really cold hands, I would forget to eat, and I would pee a lot when I took Adderall, and those were the side effects I didn't like. And I can tell side effects I had with birth control and with Adderall, but with my antidepressants now, I haven't had any that I can recognize. They also don't know what to diagnose me with. Well, that's not helpful either. It would be easier to get help if you knew what you were getting help for, right? But they don't know whether, yeah, well, the PTSD definitely puts a wrench in it for them, right? Because PTSD symptoms could manifest in ways that could look like bipolar, but it could be just the PTSD, or your PTSD could actually be worse because of the bipolar. Yeah, totally. You need to go to like 14 doctors to get the right amount of people to say the right amount of things. Honestly, mental health diagnoses are so stressful because until you get the diagnosis, you can't really get the right kind of help, but it takes a whole bunch of time and effort to get the diagnosis, which you don't necessarily have the energy for if you're in a mental health state that will not allow you to do so. And when you're in a good mental health state, you don't pursue doctors because you're like, I'm good right now. It's so frustrating. It seems like there should be some kind of system in place that makes it part of our thing to like check in with our own mental health, you know what I mean? Like, as opposed to it being like, oh, when you're in crisis, go to the doctor. It should be instead, there's like a questionnaire you fill out every 3 months. And then if your questionnaire puts you below a certain percentage of happy time, then it's time for you to go to the counselor, and you should go and talk to a counselor and see if there's any follow-ups that you should go, you know what I mean? Like, there should be something else, because by the time people are in crisis, it's like they're not going to have the energy and strength to just pursue help. Just fix me. All the trial and error is so horrible, totally. How did you get your ADHD diagnosed? Well, when I was in university, probably the end of first year, maybe it was in second year already, I started struggling. And I've always been like a really high marks, like 80s, 90s, pretty consistently, like for my youthfulness. And then I started struggling. I got like a C in a class, and I was confused and upset, and I was having a really hard time doing time management on my own because I moved from Hamilton, where my family lived, all the way to Ottawa. So I was all alone. I had my older sister up there, but I was all on my own in terms of like self management, which was really difficult for me. So I went and spoke to the healthcare people at the university, and it was a 6-month wait to talk to a psychologist. And then I called my family doctor and found out that my family doctor was a psychiatrist, and her specialty was like mental health. Like that's where she liked to do, but she was a family doctor also. So instead of waiting 6 months, I went to her and told her I was interested in looking if I had ADD, and she said, "Oh, hon, of course you have ADHD." And I was like, "Thanks." And then she was like, "Oh yeah, well, I mean, sure, we can do something about it. You want to do the consultation and the test and whatnot?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was hoping I could make an appointment for that." And she was like, "Oh no, let's do it now." And then she was like, "We don't have to write anything down though. I'll just ask you them." And then as I was answering them, she like went through the whole thing, and she was like, "You have ADHD." And I was like, "Okay, cool, thanks." Like, it was like 5 pages of questions, and I answered a lot of them. Honestly, when you're answering them, you can pretty much see the direction they're going. But like, my doctor knew me pretty well by then, so she already knew. Like, I didn't have to like, there was no fibbing necessary, because they were all like, "I have a difficult time finishing tasks that I start." Not true. Very true. And all of them I was like, "Really? Obviously." And I was answering like, "Really? Obviously." Like, and then she would be like, "And for some people though, it's not obviously." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Good for them. Congrats with your lack of ADD. So then I got Adderall prescribed to me at that point, and I went through university taking Adderall, not for class. I would take Adderall before I went into a test. I would take Adderall the night before or the day before a test. I can't take it at night or I won't sleep at all. It reacts on me very hard. So it's like, if I take it, it's like a stimulant. But it allows me to sit still. So if I was in like a 4-hour or 5-hour or 6-hour exam, I could sit still for the whole 6 hours, as opposed to like, there's no way I would have been able to do that without Adderall, honestly. So I got through university going to all of my exams, taking Adderall, and probably like once a week I would take Adderall to go to the library and just sit down and read. And anytime I had an exam coming up, I would take Adderall leading up, and if I was writing an essay. But I didn't use it daily because I didn't like how anxious it made me. And then when I got out of university, I really started feeling the anxiety of it. But then I started like noticing every time when I wasn't taking it, I was having a really hard time getting stuff done. So then I started talking to my doctor, and it wasn't until I got on antidepressants, but that was after like a full depression episode. I had been like depressed for some time before I actually talked to my doctor about it, but when I did, the way the Adderall mixed with my antidepressant, it made it worse. So she had to give me a new prescription for something that's essentially Adderall, but it's a different variety of a different name. It's just a different version of it. I don't know what it's called. I can never remember what it's called. But anyway, it doesn't give me anxiety, so that's what I prefer. And it's supposed to work with my antidepressant well. So I have antidepressant, anti-anxiety, Adderall. I call them Adderall. What else do you call it? An ADHD med, and then my vitamins. I think that's it. Yeah, so that's how I got diagnosed. I just went to my doctor. I was lucky though, because my doctor had the ability to diagnose and prescribe. Usually you have to go to like a counselor who can only diagnose, and then you go to like a psychologist and then a psychiatrist essentially, and it's like a 6-month period here. But since I had a family doctor who was all about that Adderall life. But it was good while it was good. It was helpful while it was helpful. I really hate December. Really? November to February feels like essentially I'm hibernating. Yeah, I get that. I get that vibe. For me, it's like as the seasons start to shift, I usually have a little bit of trouble. Like as fall turns into winter, I struggle. Once it's winter, I feel like I'm okay. Like I'm awake, but I feel like I'm just asleep. Everything is gray and dark and I just want to sleep. That's how my depression looks. It's like I'm not crying all day. It's just everything is gray and dark and I want to try and sleep through it. And then you find out that 2 weeks has gone by and you still feel exactly the frickin' same. Depression is the worst. I'm really sorry that you're struggling through it, because I know exactly the feeling of it's gray and dark and slow and sad and I just want to sleep. That is 100% how my depression manifests. I'm not like a danger to myself or others. I just want to sleep until it's over. Which is not how life allows me to function, unfortunately. That is really looking cool. That's a very nice color. Christmas is literally only day in December I'm okay, and this year wasn't great because of the plague. I'm not laughing at you, Mary Grace. Just I love that it's called the plague, because it literally is a plague. But also, like, did you think you were gonna live through a plague? You know what I mean? Like, did you really think that? Because I definitely didn't really think that. I thought that we were not gonna have to live through any plague at all. And now look at us. Sitting here, living through a plague like some kind of plague folk. Can I tell you something that's going to make you like, wow, Laura, really? You don't even want to hang out with us? I'm so excited for the stream to end so that I can watch more Outlander. Like, I like hanging out with you guys. You're great, but there is many episodes of Outlander waiting for me. So after the stream today, I'm going to watch the heck out of Outlander. Oh no. Wrong side, Laura. Where are you in Outlander? I'm trying to not be, trying to not give away where I'm at for people if they want to watch it. Like, I don't want to give spoilers, Frida, so here's how I'm saying it. I'm at the part where the witch has sex in the forest with the land. She has sex with the land, with the forest. I don't know how you'd word it. But I feel like that is a good way to explain it without giving away anything at all. Leery. No, not Leery. Galus. The sexy witch. Hey, Jessica. During the Black Plague, there were people who seemed to have unexplained immunity. Same with it. Interesting. You know what's interesting to me, David? The people who were alive during the Black Plague were just us, but a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like, we think of them like a completely different type of group of people, but really, like, think about how we feel about this plague. They were probably feeling the same. Like, obviously, yes, there was more fear because you don't know where it's coming from. But at some point during the plague, you must have been like, oh my god, I just want to go to the market without worrying that I'm going to breathe in somebody else's humors and get the plague and give the plague to you know what I mean? Like, there must have been that feeling. the one that we're all at, you know, the exhaustion of just being over it. I'm chomping at the bit for more Outlander and all my other shows. Trampy Witch, the Trampy Witch, yeah. I know it's really hard for people to take you seriously because you're functioning. Like, yes, I can hold a job, but that doesn't mean I'm okay. Exactly. Hey guys, I'm going to be listening, but I have to clear my shower before my brother gets home, so I won't be super active in the chat. Okay, Mary Grace, well, in heart, know that we're still talking to you then. But also, good on you for being motivated and cleaning the shower. I have no idea what that means. You probably watched further than me. Oh, well, then, maybe. Then, how about there was a wedding? I won't say who got married, obviously, but there was a wedding? Are you past the part where a wedding happened? Because there was a wedding. Mary Grace, I can't hold a job. I managed through my bachelor, but then I was spent. Life. The struggles of humanity. I want to go check on the birds. Do you think it's been long enough that I could check on the chicks to see if any of them have hatched out all the way? I'd probably hear it making noise though. But I want to check on it anyway. What do you think? I'm not really motivated, but it's disgusting and I'm the only one that cleans it. Well, I'm proud of you for pulling up your bootstraps even without being motivated, because that takes a lot of energy, especially if you're not motivated. That takes even more energy, honestly. I gave up on reading and watching somewhere in book and season 3. Oh, I'm still on season 1. I will have to rewatch. Indeed. Please do, because I don't know what's going on for the most part, and I would love to have people to talk to about it, but nobody's watching it because it's old now, and I'm like new to it, so I'm like, what's happening? And everybody's like, oh my god, that's so old, Laura. And by everyone, I mean like the people that are in my IRL life. So you guys need to start rewatching it so I can have somebody to watch it with. But Jamie's a hottie. Is he going to be a main character, like, long term? Because I need him to be, because he's a hottie. Season 1 was great. I'm ready for it to keep going. I'm emotionally prepared to see Jamie's naked torso more. I don't really need to see any full frontal nudity of men. Like, honestly, like, I know what it looks like. I'm good. Just show me the abs. Show me the back muscles. I don't really need to see any crotch. I'm good with it. I'm fine. Just give me a lot of abs. A lot of that V, you know, the hip V, the sexy hip V. That's what it's all about, girls. I watched the wedding episodes lots of times. Oh, yes. I see why. Yes, he is. Indeed. I will rewatch. A hottie. Oh, yes. I also have to clean the toilet because my dad literally... That's the worst. I had to explain to Alex how to be a gentleman, Mary Grace. Maybe you need to have you need to be a gentleman because I'm the one that cleans this toilet bowl talk. You should have that talk. Just show me the sexual attention. Literally, Frida, just keep... As long as there is sexual tension, I'm cool with it. It's when there's I'm trying to think of a scene where I was like, I don't care for this. I feel like it's whenever the main girl is acting bratty, and I'm like, okay, like, I get it. You're in, like, the worst case scenario. I got it. You travel is fine. It's hard. It's really hard. But also, like, read the room, girl. I have. He doesn't listen. Well, then just count the days until you can move out and have your own toilet that doesn't need to be cleaned, like, as if it's an outhouse. You know? Make him sit down. Yeah, make him sit down. A little abs? I won't mind. No, like, don't get me wrong. I love everything about the man that I am marrying. But I can enjoy some eye candy. You know, I'm just saying. A redhead with some curly red hair, a Scottish accent, and a rockin' bod. I'm not gonna, like, not ogle him. Like, I'm not... He's beautiful. Did you guys ever watch Once Upon a Time? In the first season, Jamie something is there. I don't know what his name is. Jamie Dornan. The guy who plays in 50 Shades of Grey, except it's before he was in 50 Shades of Grey. He was in Once Upon a Time, and he played the huntsman from Snow White, which it doesn't need to make sense. Like, literally just don't think about it at all. He was just so hot in the role he was in. And that's where I fell in love with him. And then when I found out he was going to play Christian Grey, I was like, oh, I'm 100% invested because I like him in Once Upon a Time. I love the V. You are still alive. Yes, the V is the best part. Gotta love that V. I hate sex scenes in shows, but yearning and hand-holding like Pride and Prejudice is the shit. Michelina, literally, I don't need to see them actually having sex. I just want to see them passionately uncomfortable very close together. Can I just want to feel uncomfortable like I'm accidentally watching them. Can you just do that, directors? I don't need the direct sex scenes. I don't need to see thrusting. I really don't. Honestly, it kind of makes me uncomfortable. I'm here more for the sexual tension. Jane Austen movies are the best. Oh, he was also Count Fersen, who was Swedish in Marie Antoinette. He was! Oh my god, he was! Oh my god, he was! Did you see the fly? There's a fly in my house that's crawling on the camera for no reason, just to annoy us. You can look, just don't touch. Yes, them's the rules. I mean, it'd be weird if I reached out at my TV screen, and I will very unlikely meet that person ever in my life. This is why I like watching rugby. Men built like men. I mean, the sexy V is sexy. Didn't get very far in that one. And yes, we hear you can hear it too. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do to get rid of it. This happened in the summer too. There's one fly in my house and it's literally on, like, it sits right next to the lens. And now it's over there, and I don't know what to do about it. Like, obviously, yes, kill the fly, get rid of it, but like, not right this second. I only want to know they banged for the satisfaction, but don't want to sit through 5 minutes of softcore. See, I want to sit through like 4 or 5 minutes of softcore pre-softcore. just the tension parts. I don't need to see. I just don't. I understand. I just want to see the sexual tension. Just make me uncomfortable, and then I'm happy. Well, it's okay. I can hear it from one headphone to the other. Well, is that ASMR? Are you enjoying our ASMR fly? We have a ASMR fly here. It helps with the ambiance. It's so you can really feel like you're out in the country with me. It's the flies buzzing in the wind. I want to go check on those chicks. After this row, I'm going to go look at them again. I might not open it up, but I'll look at them. Oh my god, they're gonna hatch and we're gonna have a whole bunch of baby chicks. Go join my Patreon if you want to enter yourself to win in my giveaway. I'm doing a contest where you have to guess how many chicks are gonna hatch, and if you're right, I'm gonna send you some naturally dyed yarn and probably other stuff too. I just haven't decided yet. I'm looking for the fly here. Oh gosh, sorry. Laura, are you practicing pearls? No, I tried at the beginning of this. I just about called it a document. I tried at the beginning of this project, and I did a row of the stitches I'm doing now, and then I did a row of purl, a row of stitch, a row of purl, but all of them ended up looking the same, so I obviously didn't do a purl, but I did something different. Oh my goodness, Dawn, 100%, and not just that, but also in the movies, that's how long it is for a crazy, I don't even want to I want to use the words, like orgasm is not a bad word, right? I can just use that word. Hey there, Heather. Like how in movies, or even in Outlander, it's like 4 seconds of thrusting equals a very explosive time for the girl, and in my head I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. So, I don't know. That's my vibe. I don't like when they make it look like the entire, that, wow, she's so satisfied from those 4 seconds of, sorry, this isn't what we're here to talk about. It's just what got into my head. So there we go. I'm going through them in super speed. I'm on the Bride of Haybeck. Good one. Oh, I don't know those. And hey there. How are you today, Heather? Question for you. You got it. I struggle so much doing the magic circle. Same. Sometimes I get lucky and can get it within a few tries. Sometimes it takes me a few minutes to get it figured out. Any tips? I just don't do it. Instead of the magic circle, I do a chain 4 and then slip stitch at the first stitch to make a round, and then I just work into that round. Whenever I do a magic circle, I just don't do it well. Michelina, my favorite one, It's Okay to Be Not Okay. I feel like you've mentioned that like 4,700 times, Frida, on this live stream, and I still haven't watched it, so you just have to keep mentioning it, okay? Until eventually I remember to watch it. Also, thank you, Jessica. My knitting is getting better, thank you. I'm getting a little faster. Sorry, I thought I heard something, so I wanted to make bird noises for the chicks to catch on to. I am getting a little faster. My hands are a little less stiff. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my pinky. I find my pinky is very tightly gripping this, and I want to like loosen it up. Chain 4, slip stitch into the first chain you said. I will try, thanks. Yes, that will make a circle made of chains for you to work into instead of the magic circle where you have to like have there's like yarn that you have to pull on, and where does that tail go? I'm confused. That's how I feel anyway. Heather, I pretend it's too until it's time to circular. Huh? I haven't seen this one yet. If you want a good historical Mr. Sunshine and live up to your name. I'll go mentioning it since it's the best thing I've seen in a long time in all categories. Very well. I just had to put a mask on because I keep inhaling Lysol. Hey, well, I can't say there are any benefits to this pandemic, but if you want to try and be optimistic, you have masks at home, so then you can wear a mask when you do other chores. Like when I go to the chicken coop to do chicken chores, like cleaning out the chicken coop. I'm trying to think of chicken chores I do in the coop. Basic cleaning the coop. I can wear a mask in there now because I already have a mask on hand, ready to go. All right, you ready to see how we're doing? I just switched yarn colors. Look at my knits. They're pretty good. Isn't that a pretty color? So gold. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check out. Your pinkies stick out like you're at high tea. Oh yes, indeed. Going for tea, darling. Cheep, 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 cheep. Anybody in here yet? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so small. So this one in here, beep, 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 beep. I die. You're so cute. I'm your mommy. I'm so ready to meet them. Oh god, they're so cute. I have to put them back in. Hard work making your way out of the shell. This one's going pretty quick though. This is one I showed earlier and it just had like a big crack. This one's looked like this since like, I don't know, noon? Hi, I'm your mama. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Hi. Yeah, I'm just looking, I hear you. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just looking at the babies that are out, and or the babies that have cracked shells. Beep, 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 beep. All right, so we have, hi. We have 1, 2 that have good holes in them. We have 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about you? Hi. Come on out. I'm almost done over here. Alright, so far we've got 5. We have 5 babies that are for sure on their way. Sorry, I just can't stop staring at them. Bye! You keep working at it, you guys. It's nice and warm in there. Sorry, I'm distracted. It's just they're so freaking cute. I wouldn't have... Okay, bye, David. Have a good rest of your day. Dawn, I picked up a few words in Mandarin. Did I miss anything? Is anyone else swatting the fly too? I'm so sorry, you guys. There are 5 babies that are coming out of the shell already, that are like on their way. 3 of them are sunflowers babies, and 2 of them are white egg layer babies. So that's Dawn, that is Fern, sorry, and Daisy. So Fern and Daisy have babies that are hatching today, and so does Sunflower. So that is exciting, and I hope that you are also excited about the babies, because I am very much looking forward to meeting them. So that's that. I'm happy. I hope you're happy. What are we gonna name these babies? I hope we get all 5 of those ones for sure. I really do hope that we get some of the blue eggs. I can't tell if they're even fertile because they're so dark I couldn't candle them. So I'm wondering, I don't even know if there's any babies in there. There's no chips on those eggs yet. And I have to wait for the babies to make their own way out. So we'll have to see. I really hope that a couple of the blue egg babies come out. I mean, obviously I'm going to be happy that any of them hatch at all, but the sunflowers babies are going to make really beautiful chickens, obviously. Bye, Sega. I'm off to see you soon. Happy for you and the chickens. Thank you. Anyway, it's a sunflowers baby. Sunflowers a silver-laced Wyandotte or Wyandotte. That's the type of chicken she is. She's just a really pretty bird. And her babies are going to be mixed with an Easter egger, so they'll come out a little bit of a different pattern than her, but they should still come out laced, which is exciting. That's what I'm like hoping for, is that their wings will be laced like hers. And then the eggs that they lay should be like a bluey green, because her eggs are very pale cream and he comes from a blue egg, so blue plus cream should be like a bluey green. So I'm excited about that. And then the white leghorn, that's the factory farm clone chickens. We have 2 of them coming out of an egg, except their babies would lay light blue eggs instead of white eggs. So all of the babies that we are making this year will be called Easter eggers. But because most of the chickens that I got were from people who like kept those types of chickens, they weren't like barnyard mixed chickens. They were like black copper Moran, like they were a breed of chicken when I got them. So the babies will be just called Easter eggers, which is fine. But since I know who both parents are, I'll be able to know the color of the eggs. So once I can find out who's a girl, who's a boy, I'm going to find out which babies I'm going to keep, because I'm going to want to keep a couple of the egg layers that are going to make some beautiful egg colors. Only good at one slang at a time. That's funny, Michelina. But yeah, that's there's the news. 5 eggs have now been pipped. We should have all of them by tomorrow at this time, I imagine. Everybody who's going to hatch. I'm really looking forward to it. I honestly, like, I've been saying to myself, not all 10 are going to hatch, Laura. Like, they just aren't. All 10 eggs are not going to hatch. There's no way to know that all 10 are going to hatch. But I really hope all 10 hatch. But I don't think all 10 will, because it just doesn't seem possible that I would get lucky enough that all of them are going to work out. But five hatching right now. I mean, don't count your chickens before they hatch, but we've got 5 that are in the process. Upstairs, downstairs toilets are soaking inside and the outsides are sparkling clean. Well done. Well done. I want to do a bleach of my toilet. I did one like 2 weeks ago. I hate the smell of bleach. I'm fine scrubbing out a toilet, but I do like once in a while to just fill it with bleach and let it sit there for like an hour. I don't know if that does anything different, but in my heart it feels like it does. The only problem is I hate the smell of bleach. Don't mix vinegar and bleach. That's a fact. If you're cleaning, don't mix cleaning products that are vinegar with cleaning products that are bleach, because that can make something that makes you die. Now I just have to get the shower clean. I love the smell of bleach. Well, I love the smell of gasoline, so I mean, like, I can't say you're weird for loving the smell of bleach, but I'm allergic to chlorine, so for me, bleach probably has a little bit of like there's a little bit of angst involved, I think. Spanish is Latin-based. French, I don't get it. French is hard. Alex can do pretty good at French now. He's taking quite a few courses. Don't mix chemicals, please. Yes, just don't mix chemicals, please. Please, please, pretty please, don't. Hello?
Hello?
Hi. No, 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 no. Hey, guess what?
What?
One of Sunflower's babies is almost out.
Aww.
And it's a different color than the other one. I can't tell what color yet, but I think that it's gray, which is very exciting. I love the smell of my wet metal workshop. Okay, I like the smell of a woodworking shop, but that's not weird. I think a lot of people like the smell of wood.
That's weird.
Do you want to see her?
No.
Why?
Because I'm mean.
But she makes really nice sounds. You want to come see her?
No.
For real, no?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
No.
Mm-mm. I think you're scamming me.
That ain't me.
So on the problem of soaking both toilets, I have to pee. Have you scrubbed the shower yet? I'm just kidding. Don't pee in your shower. Be careful, bleach can damage porcelain. Really? Being a swimmer, bleach and chlorine smell the same. I love the smell. Yeah, I think that's probably why I don't like the smell of bleach, because I'm allergic to chlorine. And I get like a really bad rash whenever I swim in chlorinated pools. You want to come see?
No.
For real, for real?
No.
I don't believe you.
I need to wash my hands and stuff.
I don't even believe that you don't want to see. I just don't. I think you're lying. I think in fact you actually do want to see. I think everyone wants to see baby birds. Oh my god, they're gonna come out today and they're gonna be so fluffy, I'm gonna die! No is no, Laura. Dawn, not when it comes to baby animals. Sometimes Alex is just sassy and he's just pretending. No, he said no because he has to go wash his hands because he just got home from the outside world where everything is not safe. Peed in the shower when I had a broken disc. Okay, well, that's... Okay, Frida, medical emergencies are different. Oh, bye, Alex. Have a good rest of your night. Good luck with the chicks when they hatch. Looking forward to seeing them Monday. Oh my gosh, on Monday they're going to be full-on, like, baby animals that you guys are going to be able to, like, love and enjoy. Alex, are you ready to be a dad?
What?
Are you ready to be a dad?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You said that so aggressively.
Huh?
You said it so aggressively.
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm ready to be a dad.
Absolutely.
Do you think we can go to the feed store at 5 o'clock?
It's open.
I think it'll be open. I hope. Okay, but like, I pee in the shower. Oh, no! Okay, Mary Grace, peeing in the shower is different. I'm saying peeing in the shower when you're in the shower is one thing. People who say like, I don't pee in the shower, ew, that's gross, you're lying. You pee in the shower when you're showering.
You pee in the shower.
You pee in the shower. I hope you don't pee in the shower with your partner in the shower, like if you do
Pee
like
on the
couple
partner.
showering. Okay, unless it's a sexual weird thing that you're into. Not that that's weird, you do you. But I mean, yes, peeing in the shower while you're showering, come now, of course. Can I show you the baby birds now,
No.
please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to show me after?
They're lying. Yes, exactly. People are lying. No, I don't want to show you after. I want to show you right freaking now.
Let them live.
They will.
Touching them and stuff.
Look.
What?
Look at this one.
Wow, that's new.
Look.
Sorry, can't help you, bro. Oh.
Is it cute?
Yeah.
Do you see how it's a different looking color?
Yes.
That one's like gray and this one's like white.
Oh.
This one hasn't done anything else since this morning, really.
Oh, jeez, I hope she's alive.
She is. She's moving around. I mean, she hasn't opened it more. But then look at these ones all open there.
Oh, there's two more.
3 more. Look. I don't know how they're getting the egg to break without getting the thing to break.
No idea.
Like, how is that happening? Nothing is broken. But hold this for a sec. Feel.
Oh, totally.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Anyway. This is Sunflower's baby. Sunflower's baby, Sunflower's baby. So Sunflower's babies are hatching today. For sure.
Good.
Yeah, so that's all.
She doesn't even know.
I know she doesn't even know.
Sunflower doesn't even know she's a mama.
But Sunflower's mean, so she'd probably try and kill them anyway. She's not that mean. In the kitchen? Bathroom?
Kitchen.
Somewhere. Oh my god. So I have peed in the shower with Maddie, but I had to go really bad and he just told me to go. Okay, it was weird, but I only did it once. Okay. As long as there was a really good reason. Oh my goodness. There we go. What else? Oh, I wanted to show you guys. I found my paw print that CJ stepped in my clay in the summer of last year. He stepped in my clay and I cut the piece of clay that was on the floor and let it dry and then scraped it off of my floor. But now I have CJ's footprint in a clay. Isn't that nice? I think I'm gonna like turn it into a Christmas ornament or something. but I found that when I was cleaning. And I had a little moment. Mary Grace, he's either sweet and very accommodating or he's into it. Yes, one of the two. I clean the shower and I should use it as I please. Yes. You have to take pics and post on Insta so I can see the floof, please. Absolutely, but also come back on Monday because on Monday I will have full-on finished baby chickens ready for you to meet. I have such a headache. Alex, would you mind bringing me a big cup of water?
Yeah.
I've got a big headache.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Ma? This guy, man. I'm very excited for these baby birds. Are you excited as I am? What do you think of the name Sage?
It's nice.
What do you think of the name Tarragon?
Tarragon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Any names you like?
I don't know, I can think of it.
I wish I did this in my old pet so I could have a memento. Michelina, the funny thing is I didn't do it intentionally. I left a bunch of clay on the ground, like on my tile floor. I was like mixing it and I left it on the ground. And when I came back, there was a paw print in it, and I took all of the clay and then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna cut around his paw print, and I just didn't scrape that piece off, and then when it dried, it sort of popped off of the tile, and I was like, well, now we have this. Well, I wish you an amazing day. I hope you can make it Monday. Wilma, I hope you can make it Monday as well. Thank you for coming. I think oregano is a cute name. Oregano. I don't like oregano. I like oregano. I don't like the name as oregano. No offense to you. I'm sure it's a great name. I like parsley. I think parsley is cute. Guys, I'm off. Bye, everyone. Bye, Donka. Hello, I love your crochet things. Carolina, thank you so much. Welcome. And what do you do? Crochet or knit? I'm learning to knit right now. I'm getting a little bit better at it, bit by bit. And I'm just gonna keep knitting during the live streams until I'm an expert knitter. Hope, Faith, Grace. What are the others? Dawn, we are doing herbs and spices and flowers and plants for these ones. So the names have to be botanical related. So not Hope, Faith, Grace. More things like basil, sage things. Practice pearls. I know I have to, but I don't want to yet because I'm doing this. Frida. Was that smart? Did that make sense? I do need to practice them too, though, but I also, now this looks like this, so now I need to wait a little while. Aloe. Oh, aloe is cute. Little aloe. Okay, well, if we're gonna go with all types of plants, if we're gonna get out of basically North Pacific, not Pacific, Atlantic, Northeast, I don't know where I live, like what you call the area that I live. I live in Canada, Eastern Ontario. But anyway, if we're not doing plants that are only native to this zone, then why not? Why don't we do aloe? What other names are there? Do you hear that? Somebody's getting ready to bust out. That was all the way from inside the incubator. I'm excited. Ginger. Ooh, I like ginger. Ginger's a good one. Totally. Let me write down ginger. I like ginger. 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 Honestly, I shouldn't be asked to name anything. My dog's name was just shortening of the breed name because I'm really bad at naming things. Okay, hold on. Your dog is an Australian Shepherd? No. Yes, Australian Shepherd. Or Springer Spaniel. No. Is your Aussie, Australian Shepherd, Shep, Aussie. I can't remember if yours are the Australian Shepherds or if yours are the... We just talked about... Anyway, tell me your dogs. Clove. Well, we already have a Clover. My cousin named her dog D-O-G. Bernie's mountain dog, aka Bernie. Oh, Bernie's mountain dog. What was... We weren't talking about your dog earlier. Jeez. Bernie's a good name, though. Sorry for me getting your dogs wrong. I'll mix up your pets a lot. Peony. Peony's hard to, like, use as a name, though, don't you think? Also, hi, Antoinette. Nice to see you this afternoon. Peony. Peony! You know? Do you feel that way? What are other flowers and what are other herbs? Paprika. We don't have a paprika. Mint. Mint. Not a great name, you know? Hey, Mint. Not a really good name to call. How about fruit, like the chicken banana? Yeah, but then it's not a plant anymore. We're kind of moving away from plants. I'm kind of into the plants. Mint, OMG. Mint. Mint is a strip club in our area. Mints. Peppermints. Upstairs is the girl strip club and downstairs is the boy strip club. Or reversed. When I mean that, I mean downstairs is where the boys are stripping and upstairs is where the girls are stripping. I went there for 2 different bachelorette parties. Both times I was like, oh my god, I have never seen this many naked bodies at one time. Banana is a plant. I mean, yeah, but calling an animal banana, you're not calling, it's like calling an animal orange. You don't mean, no, it's not like calling an animal orange. You know what I meant. Banana, you're thinking of the fruit, not the tree when you say banana. Pepper. Pepper. I like pepper actually better than I like paprika, so I'm gonna write down pepper, because that's totally a girl's name. His name from the breeder was actually Barney, but I didn't know that for a long time, so that's a weird coincidence. Interesting. Well, that's probably was good for the dog. Easy transition from Barney to Bernie. Just pronunciation difference, really. Saffron is cute. My favorite flower is the calla lily. Calla lily. Calla lily. We don't have a lily. I guess we don't have a lily. We could do lily. Even though Lily is... Maybe I had a reason. Is somebody in my family gonna name their kid Lily? Not anymore! Spice. I'm Italian. Have to go with garlic. I can't name my chicken garlic. I guess you can literally name your chicken Rock. You can name your chicken whatever you want because it's a chicken, but I'm not naming my beautiful chicken girl garlic. Banana is my word for when I don't have a word, so I say banana a lot. I blame the minions. Banana. That's... We already have a Clover, Dawn. So as much as Clover is, or clove is cute, we already have a Clover. I don't want to have a clove and a Clover, you know? We have Clover, we have most of the first things you'd think of. Tasty chicken name. Just delicious chicken names. You could have one chicken named like Swiss Chalet, one chicken named Chicken Tendies, one chicken named Nugget. Just name all of the tastiest foods. Tikka masala, butter chicken, just like all of your favorite chicken foods. Dandelion. Dandelion. I don't think we have a dandelion. Dandelion. I guess it's kind of cute. Dandelion. Rosemary's on the list already. Oh, excuse me. Panda. Great name. Panda. Panda is a cute name. Pandas are cute. Little lion. Aw, little dandy. Mr. Dandy. You know, if we kept all of these chicks, like if they were all girls, we would need another rooster. Apparently once you get to a certain number of hens, you need another rooster or your rooster will get stressed out by the number of girls he has to take care of. Even though they do nothing to take care of the girls in reality, you know? Chicken named Butter would be my soulmate. Dawn, just a bit, didn't like it. No, Austin or Bronte wrote it. Also, Dandelion is perfect because they're also yellow and fluffy. But I don't have any actual yellow fluffy chickens yet. I want to get a buff Orpington this summer. I have like chickens on my list. Like, you know how people are like, oh, I have a houseplant like goals list. I have a chicken goals list as well. And one of the ones on my chicken goals list is called a Buff Orpington. If you go search it on the internet, it's like a picture of a chicken in your heart, you know? Like, it's a big, fat, round, blonde colored chicken. So cute. Basically, it looks like Clover and Diane, except blondish yellow, like very adorable. I want a Buff Orpington this summer. If I could find a yellow chicken, I'd be super down. Do they exist? Adult chickens? Let's see. Let me finish my row and then I'll search on the internet. Because if there's a yellow chicken, I would like a yellow chicken. Or like a golden, some kind of golden colored chicken. Chicory. Oh, I like chicory. Aw. Which would be like cornflowers. Cornflower blue. Chicory root. Chicory root. There's another name. Panda, know your name. Huh? Oh, Goofy Panda Person, sorry, thank you. Poppy, we have a Poppy Goofy Panda Person, but thank you, thank you. I'm out of the loop, but I'm stoked about your mama having kittens. Well, you're so out of the loop because my mama actually turned out to not even be pregnant, and I have no idea how I thought she was pregnant for multiple weeks. Touching her belly every day, feeling kittens moving. She's not pregnant, no babies, unfortunately. The Buff Orpingtons have the cutest little faces. Yes, and we have a brown Orpington, and she has the cutest little face. I want a Buff Orpington. Let me see. Come on, phone. Don't die. You can make it. Is that a plug that I can plug my phone into? Yeah, it is. Sorry, one sec, guys. I have to plug my phone in because it's at 1%. Chicory tastes terrible, does it? Well, apparently chicory root can be used to make a coffee substitute. It just died right when I plugged it in, of course. Did anybody find out, or can somebody find out? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to Google search it while we hang out because I want to know if there are any yellow chickens. Yellow chicken. Let's see what we get. Don't give me a dish. Yellow chicken bird. I don't want the dishes. Let's see what kind of chickens are yellow. I'm pretty sure it's a Buff Orpington. Cream leghorns are yellow, but they're not the right kind of yellow. I'm looking for like a yellow bird. I think it's going to be a Buff Orpington. It's going to be the closest thing I can get to a yellow bird. That's like an all yellow bird. Bless you! Poor Alex. Just falling apart. What about chili? Oh, I like chili. Chili! That's cute. I like chili. Caroline, good idea. Juniper. Did I say juniper already? Juniper is on the list. Juniper is like on the list. I like juniper. I was saying to Alex before juniper. We make grain coffee from chicory, but it's very bitter, so it's best with milk. It's coffee for kids in Poland. Interesting. I have a jar of it. It's not been ground up or roasted, but it's somewhere around. It's in this room. I have a jar of chicory root. Silly as a fruit, just saying. Okay, yeah. But like, it's not the same thing. It's on a vegetable plant. We have another vegetable, don't we? Oh, we have clementine. We have clementine. I guess we could have banana. I don't like banana as a chicken's name. Citronella. I wouldn't want to say that. It's not a name. It's just a word, you know? Dawn, juniper is cute. I know, Frida, but chili flakes is a bit weird. Chili flakes. Banana! We could also do a completely different name genre for the babies. You know? Have like the parents be all the herbs and flowers and then the babies can be fruit or something. I may name my first chicken Peep. Oh, that's cute. I like that word. Banana. Can we just talk about how quickly I knit? I almost have like a full-on garment. That's not true, but it is pretty quick. That's all the way at the other end of the room and in an incubator. It's perfect. Chili Flakes is a weird name. Knitting like the wind, indeed. I'm trying, I'm getting better. I'm just trying to find a way to hold my hands so that they don't cramp. Like I need to find a way to be more like loose in my grip, but I think that I'm not there yet. It doesn't taste like coffee though, it's a distinct flavor. Okay. If you roast it, you would have to boil it in milk on the stove and then strain it. That's how it was made when my parents were young. Okay, so you boil it in milk, not in water. Interesting. Do you sweeten it? If it's bitter, is it better with sugar, or is it just a bitter drink that you have to just accept? Pinkies up, right, pinkies up like a lady. On both hands? Let's try it. See how I do. Oh, that's hard. I'm already having a hard time. Let's try. Are we hearing these baby birds in the background? Okay, pinkies up, I can do that. That's gonna help with the cramping on my right hand. I don't know about my left hand yet. Now we mostly use instant powder. Does chicory have a similar flavor at all to dandelion root as a coffee substitute? This summer, you guys, I'm going to be like homesteader, like extraordinaire. Just like wait for me. I'm gonna show you all the things that are in the wild that we can like dehydrate for food. Yes, both hands. Okay. It's hard. Holding my, I already forgot to hold my pinkies up while I was doing it. It feels so unnatural. Maybe like that, if I hold it like that. Use sugar if you want, and don't trust me on the milk, I just know you boil it. But like boiled milk has a different flavor than regular milk. That's what I'm wondering is, does the boiled milk flavor add something that helps with the bitterness, you know? I forgot what, it might be water or milk. Oh, fair. So you might boil it in water and then add the milk at the end. It's hard to keep my pinkies up and also feel like I have any control over the yarn. And instant coffee. Ah, instant coffee, not allowed. Instant coffee can be good. I like my instant French vanillas. It's like Nescafe, and it's, you put a teaspoon in some boiling water, bada bing, bada boom. Easier than making a whole pot of coffee. Sand casting. Dehydrating oranges. Orange slices for sand casting. Frida, explain that one. And simmering chai and milk is a thing, so I could see it working all right. Right, so exactly, chai is totally made that way, yep. And so it could happen that way. Why not? Chai is like a weird tea. Isn't chai just like not tea? Isn't it like flowers and stuff? I don't like chai. But what's weird is that chai is actually just the word for tea in Russian. So if you want to offer somebody tea, you offer them chai. But I don't know what you would do if you were offering someone chai tea, specifically. Do you want some chai? I don't know. Maybe the word for chai is a different word than chai. So you'd say, do you want some blank type of chai? Now words are starting to be confusing. It's black tea with different whole spices. Oh, thank you, Goofy Panda person. Great name. Chai is a blend. Okay. Good to know. I just drink black tea unless I'm drinking like a specialty tea from David's Tea that I got as a gift. Otherwise, I'm just drinking like regular orange pekoe red rose tea with a little bit of cashew milk. Chai tea is redundant. Very good. I'm glad that it's not, I'm correct. Good. Thank you. I needed that. I once had a box of instant chai latte powder and it was delicious. Well, see, Frida, so maybe that you're wrong. Maybe instant can be great. I think chai means tea in a lot of languages, actually. Interesting. It's like saying rip in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, or PS. No. No, I can't think of what I'm trying to think. PS and then a comma. There's other thing. I know what I'm trying to say. I have an idea. Don't you worry about it. Yes, of course, drink what you like. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I know I'm joking too. I made this YouTube when I was 13. I haven't updated it. You haven't updated it and now you're 26? That's awesome. You should put out a video. 13 years later. But put it out on like the 13th of a month, you know? Make it some weird... Do a strategic video post if you haven't put one out in 13 years. Original comes from India. You put spices and tea leaves in milk and boil it. Delightful. I already forgot to keep my pinkies out. How do you keep your pinkies out and hold all the other stuff? My hands are tired from that. A good chai blend will have so much spice your throat tingles when you finish it. That's a no from me. That's gonna be a no from me. I don't want tea that tastes or smells like soap. I don't want tea that tastes or smells like Christmas. I want tea. My friend says lolling out loud. I say lol, which isn't actually lolling. I just say lol. Panda, you know you can change your name. Not that I would, your name is great. Oh, that's why your name is that way. I understand. That sounds like so much spice. Yeah, that sounds like too much spice. I don't want my throat burning from a drink. Unless I'm drinking like a spicy hot chocolate. Ever have one of those? It's like a Spanish hot chocolate, or I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but I feel like that's what it was called when I had one. And it's like thick hot chocolate, like somewhere between hot chocolate and pudding and a fondue with spicy chili powder in it. So good. Very delightful. Laughing out loud, out loud. Lol, lol, lol. I do say lol, lol, roll, lol. I say lol to insinuate ha. Instead of going ha, I will verbally say lol. I do not take chili in my chocolate. Well, you've never had it then, because chili in chocolate's dope. Just like orange in chocolate is dope. Or butterscotch in chocolate is dope. Dope meaning pleasant or delightful. I just heard them again. I would try the strong coffee you speak of and spicy chai though. Try it all. I mean, I'm open to trying anything. If someone offers me something or if we're in somewhere I've never been, I'm gonna try whatever's available. So I'm not like shy to try it. I just mean like as my daily driver tea, we're going for some orange pico. Hello, long time no see. Hi there, Alicia Emmett. You guys, girls, were the first to know I was pregnant with my third. He's due. Oh, he's 1 in April. That's so exciting. Aw, happy almost birthday for your third. Jeez Louise, that must be a madhouse. I can't even imagine right now a pandemic with 3 kids. You must be a saint. Well, thank you for coming back. Nice to have you. I would try strong coffee. Yes. I heard the instant stuff with powdered milk is most close to the original, but I drink a weak version with just honey and without milk. Tesco had a very good chai and vanilla chai. Red rose is the tea that I drink because it's good. Red rose orange pico ever since my grandma. My grandpa still only drinks orange pico, red rose as well. And he's like 85, so that's how you know it's a good tea. Somebody who's been drinking it forever, that's how you know you're in the cool tea group. Also, it comes in gigantic boxes. You don't buy red rose orange pico tea in a box of 20 bags. You buy it in a box of 76 bags or 100 and something bags. It's because they know if you're buying this tea, it's your daily driver. It's not, you're not buying this as a specialty tea. You're buying this as your daily cuppa. 3 kiddos, 2 birdies, and a puppy. I'm thinking of opening a zoo. A petting zoo? Will you put the kids in cages? I'm joking. Also, that's not funny. Don't put kids in cages, but I was just joking. A petting zoo, you know, haha. But also, a saint. A zookeeper and a saint. What's your favored rose tea? My red rose tea is orange pico breakfast tea. Which brand? It's Red Rose is the brand. I really like a rose and vanilla black tea blend. Ooh, that sounds nice. Rose and vanilla. That sounds lovely in a black tea. I like my black tea with no flavors, just a little bit of cashew milk for my daily driver. But I do really like caramel tea as well. I don't know if it's a real type of tea or if it's just from this one tea store that I go to in Ottawa called Tea Store. But they have this tea called caramel tea, and it's so lovely. It's just a black tea, but they have like a bunch of custom flavored ones where they like add things and make a bunch of mixes with herbs and flowers and stuff. Pinky's out while knitting, so you have a place for the birds to land. That's an adorable way to put it, and also it's so hard to hold it out. I found it funny, but that's illegal, unfortunately. Yeah, luckily it's illegal. But the problem I'm having is that the rest of this hand is struggling to hold the hook. Is there a way I'm supposed to hold the hook that makes it, or the needle that makes it easier? I sent you some caramel tea. Was those good? Yes, Frida, the teas you sent were lovely, and the tea that I'm talking about that's a caramel tea, it's like, it's not the same as any other tea I've ever tried. It's like very specific, but I don't know if you can get something that's like it. I haven't had it yet. Oh my gosh, holding my pinkies out is hard for my ring finger. Now my ring finger is tired. And my yarn doesn't have the same tension anymore. I need to like yarn like that if I'm gonna have my pinky up. I love violet tea blend. A violet tea blend, like with violets in it. We have violets that grow wild. Pretty much our whole backyard is violets in the spring. And last spring I collected a bunch of the flowers to dry them, and I did. I'm gonna do it again this year because they're edible, but also I thought they'd be pretty for our wedding. I hold my yarn with my pinky. Okay, that's what I have now. Do you wrap it around just once? I also love a green tea with a raspberry leaf and ginseng blend. Ooh, I do like a good ginseng blend. I also like a ginger lemon tea, a chamomile tea, and a mint tea. I have multiple teas. Just my basic tea is like a orange pekoe is like my go-to. I'll have like 3 cups of that in a day. But in the evening, I'll have chamomile or mint, or a raspberry tea, or a cranberry tea, cranberry ginger I have. I've got a good selection now. Lol, now that we don't have company anymore, I have a good selection of tea. For some reason, yes, Scandinavians and coffee works. I'm going to try and crochet the jumper pattern you posted 2 years ago. Very exciting. It'll be my first clothing item I've ever made. I can manage it. I definitely think you absolutely can. Oh, I would love to see it when you're finished. If you're willing to share, I'd love to see what it looks like. The German lavender tea from Tikani I got on vacation was as divine. It calmed me down instantly. Ooh. Functioning calming tea. I just do the chamomile because people say it can help you chill out, and also it's not caffeinated, so it's good at night. Earl Grey tastes like poison. Absolutely, Dawn. Earl Grey is poison. Earl Grey is not a real tea. It is literally soap. Not a flavor that I'm interested in. Ugh, it literally smells like Fruit Loops, like the cereal Fruit Loops. It smells like it's not meant to be consumed. I'd definitely be willing to share if I manage it. Good, awesome. Well, if you have any questions, just ask in the lives. I'm happy to answer. As you're going, I mean. And if you're in the Discord, ask your questions there as well, because we see it there. But yes, totally, you're right, Dawn. Good luck. Lavender tea does sound nice, though. Then stop, please. ASL, someone who knits. Huh? Violet. Then stop what? Knitting? Because I can't keep my pinkies out? But I'm trying. Trying to keep my pinkies out. I love Earl Grey and Russian Earl Grey. Extra lemon, interesting. And Lady Grey with orange, fancy. All gonna be no's from me, thank you. Favorite herbal blend is raspberry leaf and nettle. I dried so many elderberry flowers. Elderberry flowers? For tea? I just got an elderberry tree last year. The flowers are so pretty. I mean, the leaves are so pretty. I didn't know the leaves could be used for tea as well. I was just going to be harvesting the flowers and the berries. The leaves can also be used. And what time is the best time to harvest? If pinky's out doesn't feel good, then don't do it. Well, I'll try with the one hand where it doesn't feel bad. Like this hand, it's okay. It's harder on this hand. Good night. Bye, Carolyn. Have a good rest of your night. Bye, Alicia. Have a good rest. Oh, are you leaving, Alicia, or do you just saying thank you for the support? I fell off. Elderberry flower cordial. I was thinking more like elderflower tonic water, and how much I love elderflower tonic water. I was thinking I would just do some kind of elderflower thing so that I could flavor something someday with elderflowers. Only the flowers that I know of. Oh. Hold on. You're great, thank you. I shall start it tomorrow at 9:50 here time. Okay, you are heading out. Okay, it's good. Have a good rest of your night, Alicia. I wasn't completely off then. Carolyn's not leaving. Carolyn was saying good night to Alicia. Sometimes I fall behind in the conversation and I can just derail myself completely. I'm just saying good night. Thank you very much for the clarification. Just keep me posted, everyone, because apparently I can't keep up. I'm excited to see what this thing turns into. I guess I'll do a tutorial. Not on knitting, just on what the project will be. Cilantro, gross. What other, what tea things can I grow for tea? Or what flowers can I grow to put in tea? Because this year, my plan for this winter is to try and grow everything I need for all of my herbal teas and harvest from the forest as well. Elderflower syrup and water is heavenly. You can buy it in IKEA here. Interesting. So maybe I can find a way. But I want to do all of the different herbal stuff I can do for my teas, like mint and chamomile and lemon balm, that sort of stuff. I'm going to grow all that so that the only tea I need to buy is my black tea. And then all the other stuff will be in like mason jars in my cupboard like a witch. I basically just want to be a witch with a whole bunch of shelves full of apothecary. Did you see the fly? It's literally on the lens. You can't see it right now, but it is. It's standing right on the lens. My back is stiff. We saw it. Okay, good. So it's not just me going crazy. At least you guys have to deal with it too, because it's driving me mad. But I think cilantro and parsley taste similar to ginger. They all taste horrible to me. Cilantro does not taste anything like parsley. Cilantro and parsley do not taste anything like ginger. Cilantro tastes like poison and soap and chemicals. It doesn't taste right. Obviously, I know for some of you it tastes great, but that's because you have different taste buds than me. But ginger and parsley do not taste the same to me at all. Careful with mint, it's a weed. Yes, I've already planted it, and I also have it growing wild in our, like our side forest has this huge, like, area of mint. So it's already, I've got wild mint, I've got chocolate mint, and I've got lemon mint and peppermint. Those are the mints I have, I think. I love parsley, ginger is okay, cilantro is poison. I like parsley and ginger, cilantro is poison. Would highly recommend planting a lemon balm plant. We have lemon balm plants like they're a weed here. I need to not have as many lemon balm plants. When you walk through our side garden, it smells like citronella and lemon. You just walk through it and it's like citronella, lemon, because there's so many of those plants, and when you crush them, they make it all smelly. Lemon balm mixed with mint for tea is amazing. I need to find nettles, because I've heard nettles before. Somebody said it a minute ago. Stinging nettles. I'm sure they exist here. I've just never looked for them and identified them. But I want to do that also. So yes, I'm going to do a crap ton of mint, and yes, I definitely know it's a weed. It grows very prolifically. I surrounded the garden that I've planted it in. I surrounded it with big rocks. So if the mint escapes the rocks, I can just pull it out of the ground around that area. I'm sure eventually it'll escape because it's a weed, but at least it's a tasty weed. Cilantro's too heavily used. One little sprig for a big dish. Like saffron, you only use like one or two of the little doodads. Can I grow saffron here? Did we already do that? Nettle tea is also amazing. Is it like green tea? What's the flavor of nettle? I've never had it. They're everywhere in Denmark. It's a weed here. Oh. I'm sure it's a weed here. I doubt people are growing nettle. It sounds like a weed. I love nettle, but buy in bulk because the sting from self-harvest isn't worth it for me. Is it a sting like poison ivy? Like, does it give you a rash? I don't understand. It's confusing. If you want to grow something for tea, you can grow raspberry and use leaves for tea. Would you mind doing that first, filling it first?
What do you mean?
Before you do that?
It's dead.
I know. Very good. Do you want to see?
We're going at 5 to the
right.
tea store, right?
No, let's go tomorrow. I already don't want to go.
Really?
Yeah, look at my yarn things.
No, looking forward for it.
No, you weren't. Going to the feed store, you're never looking
Well, I
forward
want
to
to
it. You never even go
I want to
out.
go for a car wash with you too after that.
Can we go tomorrow? Because I have to visit my grandpa tomorrow. Because he got his vaccination.
Yeah.
I'm not going into his house or anything. We're just going to say hi at the driveway.
The car wash is near his house, so I guess we can. Okay. I want to go to the hand one.
Ooh, fancy.
No,
I was going to say,
like
can I drop you off there and then go? And I was like, immediately like, no, because
I need the car.
You need the car for that. It gives you a rash, but not as bad as poison ivy, mostly just red and itchy. I've never had poison ivy either. I didn't try nettle tea, but I had nettle syrup as medicine when I was younger. It's really good. Same with pine needle syrup. I bring garden gloves when picking nettle. Okay. Raspberry and use leaves for tea. I didn't know you could use the leaves until after this last season, Michelina, but we have wild raspberries that grow in our forest en masse. So when I find out what the best leaves are, I can harvest the best leaves because there's so many plants. I can just take the best leaves from like every 15th plant and I can fill up whatever I need. So I think I'll do that this year, the raspberry leaves. So I'm going to wrap it up now because it's 5 o'clock, but I want to remind everyone, if you are someone who wants to support the channel and you want a chance to win some naturally dyed yarn that I dyed, join the Patreon, $2 a month. You get access to the Discord, all of my patterns, as well as a chance to win the yarn by answering the question, how many chicks are we going to have hatch out of our batch today? We have 10 chicks in the incubator. It looks like 5 have already started their hatch. We don't know about the other 5 yet. We shall see. But come back on Monday from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. Monday, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I'm going to be back and you're going to be able to see all of the chickens. So if you haven't left a comment on this video, leave me a comment on the video. You know what? Let's make it a giveaway for this video too, for everybody who made it all the way to the end. What do you think? So you guys, after we end the stream, leave your comment how many chicks you think are going to hatch out of our clutch of 10 eggs, and if you're right, I'll send you something. I'll do it a giveaway with the YouTube channel too. So leave a comment after I end the stream, go onto the stream, scroll down, leave a comment. How many eggs do you think are going to hatch? If you get the right number, we're going to do a giveaway. So yeah, let's extend it to the YouTube community. That's fun because I love you guys. So thank you for coming. Thanks for hanging out. I hope that you had a good time. Leave your comment in the description or in the comments as soon as I end the stream. And I will see you on Monday, where we're going to see a whole bunch of teeny tiny baby fluffy chickens. So don't forget to come back 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be 1 till 5. I'll be back. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Join the Patreon, join the Discord, and see you next time. Okay, love you. Bye.